You just missed it. Like right before you joined,
Yeah.
there was somebody outside my apartment blasting music in their car, right? And I just heard the bass,
Yeah.
like to a degree that was like insane.
Hmm.
And like you hear the car rattling,
Yeah.
and I get closer to the window, and they're playing "It Wasn't Me" by Shaggy. And that was the
What?
funniest experience I've ever had. Why would you play that song at such an enormously absurd volume? It was great.
They're just going through something
They're
in
just
that
going through.
moment.
They're
It
going
wasn't
through
them,
it right now.
At that moment,
Yeah.
it wasn't them. It wasn't me.
What is the mentality of like playing music that loud?
I don't know, because I remember in high school drives like around like I think it was like you only get to drive out of school I think when you're a junior or a senior or something like that. And I got my ID, and then the first time I sat in one of my friend's cars, he just blasted the music all the way, and I'm like, "Is this a
Is it like
fucking thing?"
Is
But
it a power thing? Is
I
it like
don't
a
know.
flexing
I
thing?
don't know. It's like
Because I looked outside, it wasn't a nice car.
I don't
It was not a nice
I
car.
don't know what
I'm
it
not one to
is.
judge, but like, boy, that was not an expensive looking thing.
I don't know what it is, but I see it more in high school students than I see it in college students than I see it in
Adults and
in
stuff, yeah.
adults in the society. But it's just a thing of like, okay, I have speakers in my car, so I'm gonna blast it all the way, and it's like,
Yeah.
you're just, I don't you want to have a conversation with someone? I guess if you
No,
don't
I
want to
gotta
have,
listen to Shaggy. I
yeah,
gotta destroy my eardrums by listening to "It Wasn't Me."
no, the only reason I really want to like have one of those moments, but the person who's blasting the music, it's like they're like playing fucking I don't know at the Speed Force from the
I
fucking
have
Snyder
always
Cut.
wanted to like blast like the funniest music you
Yeah.
could think. Like, and every time I'm living it, I go to Taco Bell.
Mhm.
Our goal is to try and make the people laugh, and we haven't been able to succeed, and I'm kind of upset by it.
I don't
But
know.
like, we were like, we'll play like the Gummy Bear song, or we'll play like some Phineas and Ferb shit,
Yeah.
or like just something different to try and like be like, hey guys, we come all the time, but it's okay, we're cool,
Yeah.
it's okay, we come every day, but we could be
You know
friends,
what you need to
everybody.
know? You know Kevin MacLeod, right?
Oh god, yes.
The sneak song.
Oh Jesus. We did the Among Us in Real Life song
Oh
last time.
no. You have to do the Among Us drip remix. That's what you have to do.
Please.
Oh
I need friends at Taco Bell. If
yeah.
you work at Taco Bell and you watch this, hit me up. Hit me up with the discounts.
I need disc coupons for Subway. I go to Subway too much.
Do you want a gift card? I got a gift card. I can send it to you. I can mail it to you. Because I know
if
your
you
address,
want,
motherfucker.
you do.
I know your address.
You could send a Riddler code
Yeah, that's
message
what
to
I'll put it. I'll
my
put an envelope. Be like,
yeah
to the Batman.
from your
I
secret
saw somebody
friend
did that
who
actually. I watched a TikTok of somebody was like, "It's my brother's birthday and he really liked Batman, so I got him a Riddler figure and like wrapped it
oh
in duct tape
that's
and
actually
sent to the Batman." That's actually I was like,
that's
"That's
real
really
fun.
sweet." He should put a bomb in it, but
Yeah,
that's just
yeah,
me.
yeah. Or you put a little
Maybe that's
carpet
just
tip
because
with
I'm the Riddler.
evidence.
Everybody.
Yeah, yeah. He actually. Can we do Batman spoilers now?
No,
No.
I'd say that. I
Okay.
say let's wait until it's at
Okay.
least
I was
out
about to, and
on
then I was like,
fucking. I
okay,
know.
I had
I
a
say
good
let's
one.
wait until it's out on digital before we can like
That's fair. It's not too
openly.
far.
We could start the podcast
Yeah.
with this Batman. Hello everybody, welcome to Fanboy
Oh
Talk.
yeah, it's been like
I'm
3 minutes.
It's been like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, welcome.
Welcome. I'm here with Mithi,
Yeah.
co-host.
Hi.
Do I need to introduce you anymore? I feel like I
No,
don't
you
have to,
don't.
but I.
Don't.
But like, what if somebody's joining for the first time?
Would they
We got
join
to
for
make
the
this
first time on
accessible for
this
newbies.
episode? What would make this episode the episode that they like? They've never clicked on another episode, but this
Pinocchio.
episode, the Pinocchio.
Pinocchio,
Is it just because of
100%.
Pinocchio? Okay. All right. What? Okay. I've seen some
Also,
of
because
the.
it's maybe just because it's the newest episode. That's a valid reason, I think.
This is actually that's kind of true.
Mithi
Yeah.
doesn't listen to podcasts, everybody. He doesn't know
I
how it
don't.
goes. He doesn't understand you. I do.
I'm actually.
I listen to 3 podcasts when I'm on long drives, all right? And they're my shit.
I
And I just wanted to replicate those.
I used to be such a podcast person, but then after the Redacted and Eddie incident, I just like
This is fair.
I have like completely recalibrated. Not that it's scarred listening to
The
podcasts
whole
for me.
genre,
No,
the whole medium of
affected by-
entertainment of audio.
It's been affected.
I don't trust sounds anymore, man. I don't.
I
I
listen to
can't. I can't
everything
do that
on-
again.
But no, ever since that happened, I was like, wait, fuck, that's like the only podcast I actually listen to. So now it's like Chuckle Sandwich, and then this when I remember to make time codes.
Yeah,
If I remember to do time, I still
if you
haven't.
remember to make a TikTok about things.
Yeah, that's true. We should go check out our TikTok.
Go check
I
out
don't
our
know why we're doing
TikTok
so
to
many
see the
plugs,
funny
but
clips, so you don't have to listen to this whole 2-hour
yeah, you can
podcast.
just do the funny
Also,
clips.
subscribe to us on YouTube.
Yeah,
I need the money. I want money.
I also want money, and we're getting
We're
closer.
getting money through Spotify. So if you're watching this on Spotify, you are supporting us. So
Yeah.
thank you very much for that.
Yeah.
But I want money on
Give us
YouTube too. I gotta get all
subscribers.
the. I gotta get it. Call me greedy, but I need to be a billionaire
You
so
wanna
I can be
be-
the hypocrite.
Yeah, you want to
I
be.
want to be like. I want to be like that's the guy. What's his name? Hasanabi.
Yeah, you want to be
I want to be like
Hassan.
him,
You buy a
where
$3
he's like,
million
where he's like,
house,
eat the rich, but he is rich, and
Yeah.
everybody's mad at him for
Yeah.
being quote unquote hypocritical.
and then
But he just
stands
stands by his political views still.
He just bought a house.
He just bought a house. Yeah.
That was. I remember when it came out that he bought like a $3 million house, and everyone was so pissed at him. And I'm like,
I think that's so stupid. Twitter drama
also
I've
lives
started
in
is so
LA.
stupid.
he lives in L.A. Where
And
like
also, it's not like he changed his mind, did
Yeah.
he? He was still like, yeah, tax me, eat me, whatever. I'm just gonna buy a house.
yeah, because I want to be in a good house. I think he
Yeah. I don't
bought a
fucking-
house for his mom too or something. So it's like I don't.
Yeah, I don't fucking care about this shit.
Yeah.
Like, Twitter drama is so stupid, and the like Twitter's expectations of people is insane to me.
Yeah.
You know.
It's also like everyone
Anyway,
forgets.
follow us
that-
on Twitter.
I feel like don't. I'm just anti that right now. I remember
Mithi is the anti-Twitter person now.
I was looking up because I was applying
How
for
the turntables.
I know after what I tweeted like an hour ago.
What did you tweet an hour ago?
Don't check it.
I'm checking it.
No, don't.
I'm checking it. We're calling you out. What'd you say? What'd you do?
I ratted myself out. I don't know why I did this. I woke up from a nap and I just put it out there for the world to see. You know?
I fucking hate you.
Yeah.
I absolutely despise you.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody. For those who don't know, you're gonna face the consequences for your actions. You're not gonna be like MCU Spider-Man, that's for fucking sure.
Wait.
Mithi just tweeted out at exactly 48 minutes ago. He
Oh.
tweeted out, Christian Bale was a good Bruce Wayne, but a bad Batman. Ben Affleck was a good Batman, but a bad Bruce Wayne. But Robert Pattinson is the best of both worlds.
You know,
This is the same man who, not even 24 hours ago, while we were playing fucking Fortnite of all things,
I know, this is what's
consistently said, I don't clout tweet anymore.
Listen,
I don't do it. I don't
here's
do
the-
that anymore, you guys. Clout Mithi's dead.
Clout
You're
Mithi-
a fucking liar.
Mithi's dead. He's just a zombie that kind of comes up here and there. I don't know. I had it in like,
Mithi,
my
I'm
draft.
starting to think that you are Clout Mithi.
I don't.
I think that's
that's
okay. If you want to continue, okay, here's my okay. If you want me to fanboy pre-write a saga for you with Clout Mithi,
Oh,
if you
boy,
really
okay.
want to bring him back.
Yeah.
If you want to do a Star Wars Episode 7 and
Yeah.
force a franchise to come back when it really shouldn't.
And I just
All
retread
right.
the same thing
All right,
again
so
and again.
Clout
and again.
Mithi, we clone saga it.
Yeah.
all right.
Okay. Yeah.
We thought Clout Mithi died, but in
Yeah.
reality, regular Mithi died, and Clout Mithi took
lived.
his place.
But then we
and
still don't
didn't
really know at the end.
and we don't
maybe-
really know.
Yeah.
And then regular Mithi's gonna come back and be like, "I'm regular Mithi. I'm the real Mithi." And then he like fight it out, and then Clout Mithi goes to fucking live with Zendaya
then-
or some shit.
And then Todd McFarlane.
No, with a clone of Emma Stone.
God damn it. You know, that is fitting. No, and then Todd McFarlane goes off and starts a toy
And
company. Yeah.
Todd McFarlane talks about how people don't want girl action figures.
Oh, yeah. Were you the one who showed me that? Someone else.
I don't.
might have shown me that.
I think I don't think I retweeted it or something. I
Yeah.
saw it on Twitter.
Yeah.
That was dumb.
Yeah.
That was dumb shit.
A lot of people are making some really
Because I
great
really
takes.
want a Black Canary figure, and I'm blaming him now. It's his
Yeah.
fault.
Really? He didn't sell
I
it?
want to.
I
No,
thought
no,
he's-
we haven't had a Black Canary figure in like 10 years,
Oh, okay.
and if we have, it's not good.
Is it
I
just like
want,
the? Has there at least been like a Bruce Timm one from the animated show?
Oh yeah, but like those were all like toys, you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like I'm not even a figure person, but there's like toys, and then there's like the nice collectible figures and stuff.
yeah.
And I'm not really into those, but I finally got a fucking Green Arrow one like 6 months ago, and I love it. And I've been looking for a Black Canary one to match. And there is a Black Canary one from the same line. It's the Identity Crisis line, which fucking sucks, but it's the only one I could find.
Yeah.
And that Black Canary one looks not great because it's a weird design where she's got like a really long ponytail, and like that doesn't look like Black Canary basically.
Yeah.
And so basically what I'm saying is I blame Todd McFarlane for all my problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Super realistic Hot Toys, right? Hot Toys decides to do Green Arrow. What
Yes.
suit are you doing?
I think, okay, I have thought about this.
Yeah.
Do both. Give me the option to give me the hat, give me the option for the hood, and
Okay.
then we're good.
Okay, but
because
like,
it's like
is there a base
give,
design right now that you're like, that's the one that I want, kind of thing?
to me, like obviously I really like the Rebirth look, right? And if they
Yeah.
did that, that'd be great.
Mm.
This bitch, the classic look, the fucking the Neil Adams design is like iconic and
Yeah.
is like that is there's a reason why that's what they used for the cover of the 75th anniversary,
Yeah.
because that's Green Arrow. It's
Yeah.
through and fucking through. Like that, and that is such an iconic, perfect design that
It's
cannot
him and then Green
change.
Lantern standing next to each other, and that's
Yeah,
like
it's
everywhere.
like
Yeah.
like that is there's no there's like because the Rebirth design I really like. It's like a modern thing, and I've started to grow out of the hood. I don't know. I
Mm.
kind of flip flop on the hood.
Have you
Sometimes it's
seen
cool.
the
Sometimes it's
you know the new long Halloween movies? Did you see the Green
yeah.
Arrow costume at the end of that?
I don't love that. Honest, I
Huh?
don't like it. He like has too. He's too pointy.
Yeah, you
He
didn't
like
want.
has like these weird shoulders
Yeah.
that like kind of give him this strange. He has these weird shoulders, but like he's still kind of thin.
Yeah,
You
and you
know.
said you like the season 4 suit, right?
I really like to see the season
Yeah,
4 suit's the best suit.
yeah,
Ironically, in the worst season, it's the best suit.
yeah.
Yeah, they put all the money into the suit and none of the writing.
No, it put it into his.
But
suit
yeah,
and
I
all
would like.
the other suits.
I think you could do something like this. Like if you're gonna do Green Arrow, that's obviously the best one.
Yeah.
You could do something like this, and then have like an optional hood. It would fit, and you could kind of pull off a micro looking thing. You know.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like I think that's satisfying most people because the turtleneck's also great.
Yeah.
I love the turtleneck.
And for Black Canary, is there because you don't talk that much about like Black Canary looks? I think.
This is controversial. I fucking love the Rebirth look. I like I like when she's
Yeah,
not
okay.
wearing like a superhero costume.
Yeah.
Because like to me, it's really cool that she's just kind of like a person.
Yeah.
You know, and like her essence is superhero-y
Is that
enough
just the
that she
jacket
doesn't
and the
need to wear
fishnets? Is that
the jacket, the fishnets. She's got kind of like jean shorts and like a kind of
Mm.
blue, like I don't know if you call it a corset, like a
Yeah.
blue top sort of thing
Yeah.
underneath it. Like I like the black jacket
with
blue
like yellow
shirt,
highlights,
blue pants.
right?
Yeah, and she's got like a big yellow bird on the back of the jacket, which
Yeah.
I like too.
Do you like the
Um,
Injustice 2 suit?
I like the Injustice. I like the Injustice 2. I don't like the pants in the Injustice 2. I
Okay.
get like trying to modernize the fishnets and stuff, but I think if you're gonna do it, like it works as like the strip, it's fine.
Yeah.
My Injustice 2 look, the best thing about Injustice is that it gave her the best fucking gear in the world, and I
Yeah.
really like my design of that, which is just the Rebirth
Which
suit.
is weird because everyone shits on the gear system in that game, but
The gear system's ugly except for like 3 characters, and
Yeah.
Canary's one of them. Canary's gear is like really cool for
Yeah.
for like everything because it's all simple. It's like some of it's stupid, but then she has sunglasses for one of them.
that's
And I
actually
love
that's kinda
those.
cool.
They're so stupid. Looking.
That's what more of the gear in that game should have just been like fun shit.
Yeah, it should have been silly
it's-
shit. I should have
it's-
been able to put a party hat on Batman
Instead, it was like you can play as the
to
ultimate character
celebrate
and look
Jason
ugly
Todd's anniversary of being killed.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
I don't know when we were having a debate about like not a debate. We were just talking about like Injustice 2 designs, and I think
Mhm.
we all agree that the Injustice 2 Batman sucks. Yes.
Oh yeah, and
So
Justice,
many people
It's better. To be
told
fair,
me
it's
it was
better than
good.
Justice 1 Batman. Injustice
You
1
think it
Batman
is?
dog shit. I hate Injustice 1 Batman. Like the cowl is atrocious on that fucking guy.
It's really angular, but like it kind of reminds me of like
Is there
Arkham, right? Like a little bit.
Well, I think you might be thinking of well, because this was what was annoying was Injustice 1 had their Earth 1 skins.
Yeah.
And then their
The
there's
newer
their
one,
Injustice
yeah.
Universe skins,
Yeah.
and then any other skin. The Injustice Universe one was kind of cool because
Yeah.
it was like
I just
basically
remember they gave him
standard rubber
big
cowl.
shoulders. They gave him the huge like shoulder cape thing, like right.
I
it
think
was
yeah,
a
I think
little
that was
bit-
the Earth 1 guy. I just hate the cowl on
Yeah.
him. It's so all those designs are
It's
way
like
too
Angelina
overdone.
Jolie, the way like his cheekbones are just protruding,
Yeah.
like in all sorts
And
of
like
angles.
like there's like weird like textures all over his face and
Yeah.
stuff. I don't know. NetherRealm like I love their games and stuff. They overdo it on designs.
Yeah.
It's way overdone.
Yeah.
Like I always played with the extra skins in the
Yeah.
first game.
Yeah.
Did you know? Fun fact:
Hmm.
Nightwing is another reason why. Because I didn't like the Nightwing skins very much.
the Nightwing scenes in both
They,
games
it's
are
not.
weird.
It's just definitely the fucking the Injustice Universe one with Damian is terrible. I hate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
The Earth one is okay. It's fine. It's also a little overdone.
Yeah.
But here's a fun fact. There's the New 52 skin, right? Which is red. I don't like the red. I don't think most people don't like the red. I'm not a
Yeah.
huge fan of the red. There's a way, like there's different color schemes for every skin to make them distinguishable when two people are playing that skin, you know?
Yep.
And the New 52 Nightwing player 2 skin or player 2 color scheme or whatever is blue. It's black
So
and blue.
it just switches.
So
blue?
if you change, and there's a way to select it instead of doing the default.
Mhm.
It's like I think you press like options instead of X or something, it's I'm not sure how to I'm not sure I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it would be muscle memory if I
It's
did
like
it
a
right now.
swap character thing or something.
Yeah, it's like when you pick the skin, you press a different button instead of X or something. And then you get like a really nice Nightwing skin.
That's
It looks
nice.
really good. I wish you could do that in Arkham City, Arkham
Yeah.
Knight. I mean,
Yeah. Because I saw the custom skins for Arkham. A lot of the alternate skins in like Arkham Knight are just not great.
yeah,
I don't
I
know.
like the movie skins a lot. Those like all look great. They did a really good job with
Yeah,
all those.
the Dark Knight skin that looks
Yeah,
great. I usually like play with that one in general
yeah.
because it just
I like ironic. I play as the Batfleck skin because it's
yeah
really nice. Yeah, the skin. They did a good job with the skins in that game,
yeah.
except for Batman Beyond.
We
Oh
don't
boy,
talk about that.
I
That's
don't like
not
that. I know there are people that do, but boy, I hate that.
normal
I hate
people
that
like
fucking
that.
thing.
My roommate, who's not a Batman fan, was like, "That's the best skin," and I'm like, "Yeah, you like play COD, so like, of course you think that's the best
Yeah,
skin."
I
I
don't.
don't like it.
My favorite skin though in all the Arkham games is the City Year One skin.
That's a good skin. I
It's
play with
like
that from time to
simple. It's
time.
got white eyes. It's like,
I
and
don't.
also it's
There's
year one.
something
I really
about the
like year one.
cowl shape in that skin that I'm
I
like,
like the cowl shape
you
too.
do?
Yeah,
I don't.
it
For me,
looks
it's
pretty
like
nice.
maybe it's just too round. I guess I don't
Yeah,
know.
I kind of like how round it is.
Yeah,
I don't like big,
I like
sharp
the.
Batman
Have you
stuff.
played with the Sinestro core suit in that game?
Yeah, a little
I
bit,
like
not a
the cowl
ton.
shape on that. I
Yeah,
feel like the cowl shape is really perfect on that, and I wish the main suit had a cowl shape like that. Otherwise, I
I
think they're
like
all
the main
fine.
suits. I like the not the Arkham Knight cowl. I hate the Arkham Knight cowl. That's the
Yeah,
only thing that like kills
I
that suit for me.
I kind of like it.
I don't like the
Well,
sharp pointy. I don't think that Batman should be able to go "Rah!" and charge at you and
but he's
impale you.
but he's like
Those ears are
he's
so
like
fucking sharp.
he's like a raging bull. He's like
You're
John
right. He's
Cena's
like the Rhino.
Ferdinand. I don't know why I reference that.
That was a really great
Oh, it's
reference.
because I watched a Schaeferless video today. That's why. But
Oh,
yeah,
gotcha.
John Cena's Ferdinand. I never watched that movie. I never
I
will.
don't think anybody has.
No, they haven't. But yeah, the Arkham City skins are weird, and my hot take is that I'm not in love with the Arkham City suit. It's good, it's nice, it's clean.
That's an L,
Is
actually. I love the Arkham. I
I
love the
know it's an
default
L.
skins,
I know it's an
except for
L.
nine, obviously.
Yeah.
I think the Arkham Asylum logo I really like more. Like
What's the difference?
the so you know the like the default Batman symbol right now,
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
and that's what the Arkham City suit has.
Yeah.
The Arkham Asylum suit, instead of like dipping down below, it just kind of dips. It's like more bat ish. It
Oh,
looks more
okay.
classic.
Yeah.
I
Like
just
it
like
just
it
curves
more.
around like the thing instead of
It's
like
instead
going
of
like
coming
that.
onto a point,
Yeah.
it cuts into it again, so it's another like
Oh.
bump up,
Okay.
basically.
That's
Yeah,
kind of interesting.
yeah, it's nice. I like it.
Hmm.
I my favorite though is the skin you start with in Night. I think they
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it.
That's a good skin.
It's really clean, and I like the texture, and I like the cowl and
Yeah.
everything.
And so then I know a lot of people just play with that after they're done with the story because they don't like the big armor skin.
The armor on the suit is fine. I don't like armor in most things, but I just don't like the cowl. That's really
I
what
think
does it for me.
for me in that suit, I think I do like it. I think there's like a couple small fixes color scheme wise, especially along the pants, where it
Yeah.
kind of goes from like gray to black stripes to gray. I'm like, don't do that. Just make it all black or make it all gray. You know?
Yeah, I don't like any of the armored Batman. The only armored Batman that I like genuinely really like is Battinson,
Yeah,
because like
yeah,
it fits and it works, you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
And you feel like he doesn't like this
Will
armor
they
too, which is really
strip the
cool.
armor away for
Oh,
future
definitely.
installments?
I think
Okay,
so.
yeah, okay.
I would hope, because I think that there's room to have the movies grow into like
Yeah.
more comic booky
Because
stuff.
I
You know,
saw
like
the
kind of
take
what the
of
Nolan
like
movies were supposed to do.
I saw the
Not was
take of
supposed
I
to, what
don't
they
want
should have
the
done.
suit to change at all from movie to movie, but I feel like that's a great way to symbolize change in the
It's great with
movies.
symbolize
No
change
spoilers.
and like growth and like what happened, and like I think, and also like you don't want to see any different character designs. Like I don't know. I think
Yeah, yeah,
you'd be get. I obviously I have no issue personally with like the changing of the costumes per movie.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, I like that doesn't bother me because it also like lets you visually distinguish certain
yeah,
things.
yep,
And like granted, I prefer it if it was like small things, like between Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2, where it's like, okay, we have a really good suit, and then we kind of refine it, maybe not make it better, but it's like, you know, it's the same design essentially.
I like
And
the
the same
idea
thing
of
with No Way Home to Far From Home. Like
yeah.
that was just a little change.
Like
Fortnite skins.
I don't like the Iron Spider suit, and I don't like the
Oh.
inverted suit really
Yeah.
that much. But there is a thing that I feel like comic book movies. I want comic book movies to do the thing where people just have different suits. Like Batman one day goes in patrol on his normal suit, and then one day he goes in patrol on another suit because the one's not clean, or he needs to just use another suit because he has like an electric thing on the utility belt or something. Like, I like the idea that in like a singular installment, you can change up the suits a little bit.
Yeah.
And part of that probably is also the Batman 2004. But I even like that one thing.
I think Batman 2004 made it work because all of those extras, all those like those different, I almost call them skins. Yeah. No, not that they look good.
Yeah.
You know, there's a difference, I think, between like, I really dislike the No Way Home suit with the gold spider because it just doesn't look that great.
No, it doesn't. Yeah.
You know?
That and entire, so like, I don't know how you would have done the thematic Otto Octavius thing. You probably could have just not done it, and he says thank you and like hugs him instead.
I think if you made it a black spider, it would look better. It's the fact that it's gold.
Yeah.
Or a white spider. No, that's exactly a white spider.
A white spider. Yeah.
White spiders. More white spiders than Spider-Man. Not white Spider-Man. White spider logos.
Oh, so you don't want black spiders. You don't want.
We got a whole movie with those motherfuckers. Okay. We got a whole movie saying that they're the best ones. Apparently.
They're
the only Spider-Man. They're the only ones that matter.
To quote a certain producer during one interview, the Peter Parker is the only Spider-Man, and that's the one thing. Said a producer of Spider-Verse.
I don't like that. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that.
It's weird. It's very weird.
Anyway, get ready for Across the Spider-Verse this year. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting it comes out this fucking year.
Do you think it's gonna get delayed? I don't think so.
It might. I don't know. I trust Lord Miller to have like timed it out well enough and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just gonna come down to like, is COVID actually like, how much is COVID like hitting the production and stuff?
And also, it's like what, 6 months out now. If Thor Love and Thunder is supposed to come out at the end of the summer and we still have nothing for that, I'd assume. Eventually,
we can assume that they've been working on this since the first one came out. That's been almost 4 fucking years. What the hell?
Yeah, I think Thor's gonna get delayed.
Definitely,
right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Do we think Thor will be good? Have we talked about this?
I'm mildly optimistic, not super optimistic. Jojo Rabbit is my favorite movie of 2019.
Yeah. Taika's an extremely talented director.
I'm still scared that the movie is going to be a little bit more Thor Ragnarok than Jojo
I think
Rabbit.
the thing that gives me like and I enjoy Ragnarok. I totally get the problems with it. It is too funny. It is too comedic.
Yeah.
I think that comes down to
the problems come in the last act, really, with Thor Ragnarok.
I think the last act is where it shines the most.
Wait, no, I'm thinking of the middle act. I'm thinking of just like what was the planet?
Like
Sakaar,
the chunk with
right?
like the stuff with Sakaar is like is weak. Yeah, I totally agree.
Yep.
But he didn't write that movie, and so like
he's writing this. Did he say he's writing this?
I think so. I'm 90% sure. So like we'll see. I think the thing that kind of concerns me is like, I guess in some interviews he said he doesn't care about the Thor source material, which like it could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. I don't know. I would like to think that he's at least read it and enjoyed it.
I heard
they're pulling from Jason Aaron, so it's like that's a good fucking run.
There were rumors that they're doing like the Jane Foster Thor stuff in a show or something else down the line.
Oh,
so maybe they'll like not do it as much in the movie, and he'll tackle something else in the movie. I don't know. Like, what do you do with Thor's character now? Like,
I don't know. I don't know enough. I think you could pull a little bit from like the Unworthy stuff, which I've heard was really good. There's so much Thor, and there's so much really good stuff you can do with him that like I'm sure I don't know him well enough to to pitch something or whatever.
No, that's fair. Yeah.
But I've heard really good things about Unworthy. Like that was a cool idea, because also like there's he doesn't have Mjolnir right now, so like maybe Mjolnir gets remade or some shit, and now somebody else has Mjolnir and he has to deal with that or something. I don't know. I do not know. I'm not a Thor guy.
Imagining it'll be more
I like Thor the Norse god, not Thor the superhero.
Wow.
That's me.
That's super.
I like Thor from God of War because he's an asshole.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's the best thing about Norse mythology and Greek mythology. They all fucking suck.
Yeah.
Like every myth will be like, the gods decided to just fucking smite this random person because they were a little bit mean to them.
Yeah.
And then Zeus went to go have sex with like 50 people at the same time and have 20 babies from that.
And it's just like, I think that's why they pull from
and abandon them all.
That's why they pull from like, because imagine they did that with something else that it just wouldn't be right. Like I'm telling you right now, they would not be able to do that with Hinduism. If they did that shit with Hinduism, oh my goodness, bad things would happen.
Yeah.
So it's like I understand you pull more from like Norse mythology and Greek mythology and Egyptian mythology and stuff. So it makes sense.
I'm still waiting on that Rick Riordan book about
Yeah.
about Christian God.
Yeah.
When's it gonna happen? When's it gonna do it?
That's
the son of Jesus shows up.
I like the idea that it's
wait,
not...
does that? Oh wait, I just realized that you could have Jesus go to Camp Half-Blood. Oh boy.
Oh no. It's him and it's like it's him and Nico. And Nico goes like, I don't trust you.
Oh boy, we're gonna get in trouble for this one. I think we're pushing this. Part of me's like, maybe that should be the title, but I don't know. I think that would do it.
People who have read those books are losing.
We do have to get approved for monetization too.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot that. I thought that we could just say whatever the fuck we want.
I thought we could do it. I've heard podcasts where you go to say fucking insane things and say things about women that don't make any sense.
If Jordan Peterson can get money off of YouTube,
this is true.
It says a lot about what YouTube will throw their money at. But yeah, I want them to do a big crossover event where it's the Egyptian gods,
and
the
multiverse,
Greek gods in the multiverse, and it's like another version of the gods, and then they all meet, and then there's one god that remains mysterious, and all he sends down is Jesus. And Jesus is like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
And then they all fight, and then he gets nailed to a cross. That's the end of the movie. With a post-credit scene.
Let's send this to Rick. Hey, buddy, Ricky. Hey, come here. Check out this bitch my boy Mithi's got for you.
The post-credit scene is Percy Jackson breaking into the cave, and then Jesus is gone.
Listen, Mithi wants to be a director, so could you just sit down with him and talk some ideas through? You know,
I have such great ideas, guys.
It's like when if you're like a successful writer or something, and then your friend's son wants to be a filmmaker.
It's just nepotism.
So you talk about Marvel movies over coffee.
I like that we both had the same idea about nepotism. This is just nepotism.
Well, that was an SNL thing, right? That was the thing with Seth Meyers. That was really good. That's a good bit that they did. I like that.
Remember that bit, but
that was a good one. Anyway, what'd you do this week?
What did I do? Oh, here's a big thing I did. I binged all of The Boys in the past week and a half.
You've seen it before, though, right?
I have seen it before. I just did it again for the sake of it, and it's weird because it's
a Britney Spears reference. Did you get that?
I did. I heard it.
Okay, thank God.
Breath. That's good.
Thank fucking God.
I'm not okay. Troy and Brian have been accusing me of being
You have been consistently surprising me. I'll make a SpongeBob reference and you'll be like, what are you talking about?
I didn't watch every single episode of SpongeBob. I watched a few. And I remember
it's like a cultural thing.
I was also very young. And I don't remember things. The only things I remember is
this hurts us.
The bat wave is ringing.
Fuck you. Why do you remember the bat wave of all fucking things? The worst part of that show.
He's hanging out with the ladies at a basketball game, and then
he pulls out his iPhone. He pulls out his iPhone 11 and he checks his watch. He checks his phone. He's like, "Oh, I got a text from the cops. Let me fucking go to him." Like what is that's all that is. It's just a text.
Oh no.
Just give him your fucking number, man.
No, Jim Gordon gave me a booty call. I gotta go, girls.
Like that's the same thing that Spider-Man does, except in a less he doesn't name it the spider wave when he checks
the bat wave.
When he checks the phone.
I love how
the police radio.
The best thing about the bat wave is how loud it is. Every episode, it's very loud. It's extremely loud.
Also, it is not conspicuous at all. That motherfucker will be at a basketball game surrounded by three beautiful women, and then he'll get a bing, and then he'll look and he'll see the bat signal and he'll be like, "Sorry guys, I gotta go." And they'll be like, "Okay, you're Batman, man. You're not even fucking I saw there's 20 people behind you. We all looked at your phone. There's nothing secure about this thing."
No, it works. It just works.
I understand the idea that maybe he can't always see the bat signal. That's yeah, I get it. You're not always by a window.
Yeah,
it makes sense. Or maybe it's fucking clear out so the sun, so
it should just be instead of the bat wave. It's just booty calls.
To be a phone.
Yeah.
Anyway. That's our take on the bat wave. Yeah. Our collective take.
No, I don't agree, but sure, okay. I like the color scheme of the Batwave. That's why it resonates with me.
There's
a video essay to be made about the color scheme of the Batwave and its meaning.
You know what? I don't disagree with that.
Oranges and blues. But yeah, the boys.
The orange represents his warm.
The blue represents his cold. What the fuck?
I'm sorry. Talk about the boys.
The boys. Completely different tone of show. I watched Oh yeah.
My favorite scene in the Batman was when somebody was sitting on somebody's face and their head got squished.
Oh, don't remind me of that. I was eating rice with bell peppers and a little bit of fish. And
Oh,
that scene happened and
did I need to know about the what? Okay, all
I
right.
was just trying to paint an image of me
All
eating
right, all right, I
food
get it. I get it. I
that's
get it. I
like
get it. I get it.
rice and like little.
I'm all for creative storytelling. I get
But
it.
then, okay,
Pull me
yeah,
in. Pull
sure,
the audience in.
yeah,
Get a
yeah, really
get a
painting a
hook.
full picture, and then that scene happened, and I just didn't want to eat anymore. That it didn't
That's
want
fair.
to. I
Season one is gross.
season one is way too
like
gross.
very the
Is
gill scene. I can't even like.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I will say I binged season one and I thought it was great. And then I watched season two as it happened and I thought some of it was really good and some of it was eh. After binging all of it together, I think I can definitively say I really like season two more than season one. And that might be a hot take because I know people who disagree. But
Mhm.
I think season two does a better job with the characters, especially Frenchie and
I think so.
especially
I don't
Huey.
remember it enough.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't remember season one well enough. I
Yeah.
just remember the gross out moments.
Yeah.
And like season two, like the only thing I kind of remember is like this. What's her name? Stormbreaker.
Stormfront. Yeah.
Stormfront. I
Yeah.
remember her because
She
she sucked,
she
and like
sucked.
that's a very satisfying ending to a character like that.
It's
know.
very
And
satisfying.
Kimiko, they did a lot better with her, and I love
And
Kimiko.
the thing with Stormfront, it's like very. I know it's very on the nose, and like
Mhm.
it's meant to be very on the nose. But upon a rewatch 2 years later, I'm like, oh, that's the thing that's on the nose.
Yeah,
So I feel like other stuff in the show has aged better than Stormfront, just in the sense
that's
of
fair.
I know what happens. I know she's the Nazi girl and she's gonna be crazy and weird and like
Yeah,
okay, whatever. I think I enjoy other scenes more. And I know a big criticism of season two when it came out was, oh, The Boys should be a show about these like motherfuckers blowing up superheroes and trying to kill superheroes. And now it's a lot less about that. And now it's like political sabotage. But that's the stuff that I think
the show's kind of always been like a commentary,
yeah.
though.
And that's what I like now. It's like I like the conversations between Frenchie and Kimiko. I like the conversations that Butcher has with different people at Vought. That's just
Yeah,
the weird like espionage sabotage stuff that happens is cool because it's like they're doing the James Bond thing, but they're doing it
yeah,
in the grimiest and dirtiest way possible. And that's not necessarily, oh, we need to shove a stick of C4 up this guy's ass. It doesn't need to
yeah,
always be that. It's good for the start of the show, but I feel like people don't like season two because after that happened, people were like, "Oh, this is the whole show," but that's not the
yeah.
whole show. The whole show is a lot bigger, like in scope, than just we need to kill these individual superheroes. I
Yeah,
guess.
it's definitely. I mean, like it's the allegories are not subtle at all with the fucking with the Marvel stuff and the Disney stuff
No,
and like
not at
those
all. With
parallels.
the
And like
VCU, yeah, no, that's
that's
not.
why like that's I think that's why people are like interested in it because it is a funny commentary.
Yeah,
And then the second that I think inherently that kind of commentary is anti-capitalist,
yeah, yep.
which is ironic coming from Amazon, which is like the fifth
It's
show that they've made,
they
which is
don't
like
watch the
that.
show. They don't
They
watch the
can't.
show.
There's no
Yeah,
fucking way, which that's hilarious.
yeah,
Um, and like, but like because of that, that inherently leads to other anti-capitalist stories,
yeah,
that I think are going to be not as like funny, but a little bit more serious, and that's the core of the show.
yeah.
The
And
core of the show is anti like big brand, anti big company and stuff, and I think that's why people were attached to it.
yeah,
So
and
I don't necessarily know if I I don't know I just got like I just made that video, the Batman video and shit, right?
mhm,
And like I say in that video that I think Batman's at his best when he's political and he's making a commentary about society and stuff.
yeah,
And like I think I could have like rephrased things a little bit better, but I am proud of how I said that. Like I think that all art is inherently political because like art is created by an individual who experiences with the
some kind of
world
system. Yeah,
influence their art,
yeah,
and whether you want to whether you want to actually tackle something with it or whether you want to leave it as like subtext or whether you want to
yeah,
or whether it's like unintentional shit, like what J.K. Rowling did,
yeah.
where her own fucked up views decided to
To
accidentally ruin
seep
Harry
into the stuff
Potter.
that's still political.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And it's like everything is political. And I think
yeah,
you have to view everything
yeah.
politically
It's just the idea of it
because
being
that's in the same way that like, how I was always talking about how like it's kind of fucked up that viewing media, you now have to understand like capitalism.
yeah,
You have to follow Sony's lawyers.
yeah, yeah.
It's kind of the same way with politics. You have to follow kind of the
The real
mentality of
world
an
behind it.
artist.
Yeah,
You have to know who the artist is before you can like really properly engage with media.
yeah, yep,
Like James Gunn's The Suicide Squad is fucking fantastic,
If you know
because I
what
know it's
happens, yeah.
intentionally saying something because I know what he's like.
Yep.
I know how he feels about issues and stuff. And same with Matt Reeves. Like the Batman's so fucking good because it is intentionally trying to say a thing,
about
both
this
about the
character
character
that,
Batman, but about the world.
yeah.
You know,
And I
I don't know.
think what
I've never agreed that I never believed in the idea that like escapism, escape from politics.
yeah. No, the boys I think does it in a way that it's showing you the commentary, but it's also giving you like a story that's still filled with rich characters because there are lots of Indian movies that are kind of political commentaries, but the problem with a lot of those movies is just that even if they have a good message, the story just kind of falls flat.
Yeah.
And like there's no it's so surface level commentary that it's like, okay, anyone can do this. I don't care about any of these characters. But I think the strength with the boys is that like first time watch, I was like, okay, Butcher's a cool motherfucker, and that's it. And he also makes some bad decisions. Second time you watch it, you're like, oh, this motherfucker
This guy sucks.
he sucks in a bad way. And I feel like that's something where it's a challenge for the story to actually get you to like these characters, and it takes on the challenge in a different way than a lot of other stuff. So I think that's why, like, I feel like people just haven't been like revisiting season 2, but I'd recommend revisiting season 2. There's
When does season 3 come out?
June, so there's time.
Okay.
I don't know why I decided to rewatch it now, but I just did. But it's one of those things where I think it will age well with time, not just for commentary, but just because on its own, I feel like it represents what the show was even originally trying to do. And it's just that it's trying to show really rich character moments in the guise of commentary, if that makes sense, which also is in the guise of a superhero show.
Yeah, that's exactly like that's exactly what I think something like the Batman does too. And like, that's always the goal and shit.
Exactly.
What was I gonna fucking say though? The thing that I'm really concerned about with that show though, is there is, and that's like I haven't seen the trailer for season 3 yet, but I do know that they give him Butcher powers and stuff.
Yeah.
My big concern is that the theme of the show is going to be that absolute power corrupts absolutely, which I've seen people say like, and I don't like that.
You remember the decision Butcher made at the end of season 2, where he was like making a deal with Giancarlo Esposito to like give up the son in exchange for like getting his wife back or some shit.
Yeah,
and that all went sideways, and he decided to be a good person. The fact that they did that in the finale makes me believe they're not going to go that route, because going that route would just be like a complete regression of his character.
I wonder maybe then season 3 could be trying like exploring that, and then maybe prove like Butcher's not a good person.
Yeah,
but maybe there's the other thing in I think All-Star Superman did this, where it said like if you could view the way that Superman views the world, you instantly become a better person.
Yeah,
which I really love that.
Yeah, because that's what happens to Lex, right?
Yeah, it's like when you hear all the problems, when you hear everything, and when you're finally in tune with like with humanity on a global scale, and like you start to see like the unity and like the pieces come together and stuff, like your instinct as a human being or as a life form, as fucking whatever, instantly makes you want to be better and want to help. You know.
Yep.
And I think that's a really interesting idea. I would hope that the boys could do that.
Yeah.
And then have fucking I was calling Peacemaker. What's his fucking name?
Homelander.
Homelander, yeah. I haven't seen it so fucking long. Like have Homelander's fucking assholeness be a result of like trauma and and the lack of a family and stuff. And you could maybe be like Butcher also had a fucked up life, but still turned out to be, again, not a good dude, but he didn't become a fucking maniac at genocidal shit,
Yeah. Because it seems from both seasons, it seems like the show is constantly like putting Homelander on the edge of just turning into the Joker. And that seems to be the point of the show. And I'm getting to the point where it's like, get him off of that edge a little bit. He's fucking Homelander. You can give him a little bit more of that scary feeling he had in the first half of season 1, or like just take a break from the character for a little bit, for like a couple episodes before you introduce him back in. I hope that's what they do with like they're introducing Soldier Boy and shit. I hope that's what that's for, is to keep the focus off of Homelander, because season 2 has so much just oh, people like Homelander, so let's make him like fuck
Yeah,
his mom
it
figure
feels
and
like a very
be
dated
weird, and
thing
it's
of
like,
like and this is what I hope that they kind of can turn the message around a little bit
yeah,
to come on to like this probably won't be the last season or anything, but like
I kind
I
of want
hope
to
that
be, but I don't know.
I would hope so, but I doubt it. It's their
Yeah.
big money maker and shit. Like I would hope that the final message is something that like Invincible said
Mm.
was just like end on have a good message about Superman at the very least.
Yeah. Yep.
Don't it would be very easy for them to be like, oh, Superman's fucking evil. Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And like and that's what Garth Ennis would do. But I think that the showrunners
That's
like
what.
there's so much more potential for them to do something like because we don't want shitty anti-hopeful stories anymore. We're over
Yeah.
that.
Have you read the end of the Boys run?
I have not because I
The
don't like the way that Garth Ennis was writing it.
I
Yeah.
haven't read the whole run, but I read the last few issues. Like I read a few issues before, but then I
Yeah.
read the last few issues of the Boys Garth Ennis run.
Mhm.
I don't like it. It's
Yeah,
it's too much. It's way
Yeah.
too much to the point where I'm like, don't do that. This show, that's the fact that they gave Homelander a son in this show is one of those things where I'm like, no, that's the direction to go. Go more
Yeah,
that
they're
way.
going. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
clearly not pulling from the comics right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
And like that interests me
Yeah.
because like the comics were inherently written by somebody that doesn't like Superman,
Yeah.
and I would like to think that the showrunners, at the very least, get Superman.
Yeah.
At the very least, get why people like him at like a real level, as opposed to like, oh, he's just strong superhero.
Yeah. Yep.
Because that's not the case. I don't know. We do need just a good Superman thing.
Yeah.
Right now, I think.
Yeah.
And it's weird that we're not getting it. I don't know. I mean, it's Superman Lois, which I still haven't seen the newest episode, but
There's no new episode yet. Or are you talking about like
Tuesday?
No, because it take a break. It's coming back next week.
No, it was literally a new episode.
No way.
It recorded for me. I have it.
No way. Is that actually?
Yeah.
Did I miss an episode of Superman?
You missed
and
an
Lois?
episode.
Fuck! I missed an episode of Superman and Lois.
Fucking dummy. Fucking! I told you. I was like, yeah, it comes back the 22nd, and you're like, no, it comes back the 30th.
Fuck. Maybe you're right.
God damn it.
Twitter's not loading for me, but I'll believe you for
now.
now.
Why are you going to Twitter to check?
Because it'll be trending on the thing, and so maybe it will be trending on the thing. Oh, who else is glad to see the? Okay, yeah, no, it's back.
Yeah, it came back this week. Yeah,
God fucking, I'll watch it tonight.
Dummy.
Yeah,
dummy.
I'm done. I was too busy.
I was worried that you would watch it and I hadn't.
No,
and now we're good. Now we're good.
No, I watched it. I didn't watch it. I
what
watch it.
What do you? Have we talked about? What do you think of the season so far?
I really like it. You don't like it?
I don't dislike it. No, I think I. It's a lot. It's different, and it's like it's. I can see because I'm seeing people like
it's
really
a little bit more
it.
CW. It's a
little more CW in a way that I like. I eat up that kind of teen drama shit. Like the I guess they introduced a love triangle in this new episode.
I didn't see that, but yeah,
it's a little bit more like it's a little bit more CW, and I would hope that they don't like fall into the traps of the other shows and stuff.
Yeah.
But like to me, like what really the only thing that fucking matters is Clark. Like everything else could suck as long as Tyler delivers like a great Clark performance and like does
and
good
he
shit
is
with him.
he very much is.
Like I could give two fuck if we get a Superman movie, right? And it's the story's the worst fucking thing in the world. The plot makes no sense. Everything fucking falls apart. It's really stupid. But Clark himself is
a good
killer.
Version. Yeah,
that's a perfect Superman movie to me.
Yeah.
I do not give a fuck about the rest of it. And I think like that's kind of how I feel about most characters, but Superman especially.
What they're doing plot wise is just not convoluted, but it's real weird.
I'm interested in it. Because it's like Parasite is clearly the villain, which like that's very fresh and interesting.
Is it Parasite?
Yeah, that's what that is.
Is that who Ali A? Or
yeah,
what?
Yeah, she's Parasite.
Oh, I didn't know
she's one of the parasites.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that at all.
And they literally called her a parasite in one of the episodes.
Oh, okay. Well,
this motherfucker missed it. He missed out the funny joke.
I was too busy focusing on the high school Riverdale drama.
Oh, that's fair.
But it's not
Did you catch when they were like? Did you catch when Lois was like, "Yeah, this version of Superman is bizarre," and Clark was like, "What did you say?"
That was too much.
She was like, "Bizarre."
That was a lot.
I was like, "That's pretty good. That's a good
funny.
bit. I like that."
But it was a lot. I'm interested to see what they do with like Superman's relation to the army. That's been.
I'm really interested in that.
Yeah,
because I would like them to just sever that shit.
Yeah,
You know,
Which it seems like they're going that direction.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Like, it's nice to see like the military treated as like a villain.
Yeah, kind
What the fuck? That's kind of
or
nice.
just like a harsh force
in a Superman movie. That
Yeah.
never happens because the military funds super. Did you? I don't know if you know this.
Yeah, they
The
funded.
military funds Superman movies.
Yeah, they
And
funded.
I fucking hate it.
Man of Steel.
Man of
right?
Steel was funded by fucking
Which
one
is why
of
there's so
Trump's
many-
right hand men.
Which is why there's so many tanks and shit in the background.
Yeah, it's why they're all like military things and shit.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
And they
That's
all
why we just need
attack
a low
New York,
stakes.
and then he saves them all.
Yeah,
and then
we
it's
just
the
need
whole
a
thing.
fucking a smaller stick, a lower budget Superman movie. It's not that hard.
Yeah, give them the
They can do Superman fine on a TV budget.
They do.
You
they
can
are.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing them great on a TV budget. Just
I-
up it up a little bit and
Do
then
they-
make a movie.
Do you hope they give the show to HBO Max?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know.
I feel like it would be better on HBO Max. Like they'd take more time
From
with it.
my
too,
understanding, it's. I don't know. I don't really think that the network or whoever distributes
because
distributes
it's a
matters.
different production house. It is, right? Or is it?
It's
still...
in production house, but it's still CW apparently.
Okay, yeah.
Bitsy was like came out and like said that like it is a 100% CW production, which I think makes it honestly even more impressive.
Yeah,
from a
that they're
creative
doing it
standpoint.
like this too. Yeah.
Like it still turns out to look this good on this essentially what the same budget as Flash is.
Yeah.
But
that's
like
weird.
I don't know. I don't think what really matters is like the creatives behind it and
Yeah.
stuff. And then there's all this stuff about the last season and what was
Yeah.
being said and stuff. And that's a whole thing.
Yeah.
But like
we've kind of just been-
the people there's a lot of good people involved
Yeah.
and stuff. You know.
I will say on the Flash, I did watch the new Flash episode. So I watched this. I didn't watch the
You watched
Superman Lois.
a CW show and you watched the worst
I
one.
did.
I'm just kidding. You know what? I didn't.
You know what?
Don't know.
You know how it was like the
Yeah.
promo looks really interesting. I hope the episode is good.
That's what you get.
Yeah.
That's what you get, bitch.
It wasn't 100% bad, but then the dialogue was just bad. Like because the whole thing is like Barry's thinking of his own dad, and he's like,
Mhm.
because it's like this guy's a dad, and he's going to jail for being wrongly accused of murder, and then Barry's trying to save him because it's like his dad was wrongly
That's
accused of murder,
interesting. Yeah.
which is
That's an
interesting.
theory.
And
Yeah.
like you think the premise on its own is interesting, but then Joe has to come in and give a whole speech, and Barry has to cry about it. And I'm
Can I
like,
be honest? Joe should have died like 4 years ago.
he did, and then they brought him back.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that was the whole thing. Is that he changed reality, right? Accidentally.
Oh, I remember.
And that
hearing
was
this,
the,
yeah.
and then he was
yeah.
like, "I need to save Joe," and so he does a whole thing for it. I don't.
That's not a
remember
terrible.
how-
That's not a terrible idea, though. I won't lie. I kind of like that as a theory.
Yeah,
But that should have been season 3 or season 4. You know.
he should have died at the end of season 3
That should
instead
no.
of
Actually,
HR.
that's what it should have been. Flashpoint should have killed Joe, and he tries to go fix that, and then it makes it even worse.
That might actually be pretty. I would think
That show just like dropped the ball. And
you know
so
how
many
season
interesting
3
things.
kills one of the heirs, Harrison Wells. And
Yeah,
like,
that could have been.
that should have just
too.
been Joe because Joe's trying
Yeah.
to save his daughter. You know,
And like it sucks because it's like Jesse L. Martin is great, you know,
Yeah.
and like you don't want to lose him.
Him in season 1 is awesome. There are
Yeah.
some scenes with him in season 1.
He's
where I'm like,
fantastic,
yeah. There you
Season
go.
was great.
Even some season 2 scenes with him are like really good.
Yeah,
It's hard because I want to enjoy season 1 and season 2 again, but they're also
Okay, here's the question,
CW
though.
shows.
Here's a question. Here's a
Okay.
question. What will be better, the final season of Flash or the Flash movie?
I think I will get some more enjoyment out of the Flash movie, but the
Interesting.
final season of the Flash will probably be better.
I would
because
say
they
the
will
opposite.
try.
I think is this the last season?
I hope so, but I know it's not. It's
Okay, we don't
not.
know for
But
sure.
No,
Okay.
no, we
But
do
is
know
it-
for sure. We know
is it-
it's their season 9. They confirmed.
Is
season
it
9.
Grant's last season though?
I don't think so. I think he's back for season 9.
Okay.
I think.
I could see season 9 actually being killer. I could see them like putting everything into it, you know?
Yeah. If they do it like they kind of did that for Arrow, but then they also tied into Crisis. But I still enjoyed season 8 of Arrow.
Do people like? I don't like
You don't
season
like
8
it?
of Arrow.
I like it. Not half
It
of it.
still had all the issues that I had.
The first episode
except
was
Felicity.
pretty good.
They got rid of Felicity. It's like, okay, cool, but like he's still not Green Arrow.
The first episode is
You know?
pretty good. The second episode is pretty good. The third episode is awesome. I like the third episode. Shut the fuck up.
Which one was the third episode?
The one where he's with Thea. The one where I had my whole fucking video essay spiel on.
I think I
like,
remember
a
that
long
one. Yeah,
time
that was
ago.
fine. Yeah,
that was a
one.
good episode. After that,
it was like it was the fact that everything was leading to Crisis, and Crisis did such a shitty job with him,
of it, yeah.
turning him into the
And
fucking
the finale
Spectre.
is fine.
They only turned him into the Spectre
because it was a fan
because
theory.
he was green and wore a hood.
I thought it was just a fan theory that they were like, okay, we're just gonna do.
Well, that fan theory was only because he was green and wore a hood.
Yeah. And he was
it was
white.
so dumb. It was a white guy, yeah.
Like, yeah, we can just put a little face paint.
And then they made him look like shit too.
Yeah,
oh, boy.
It was.
Steven deserved a lot better than that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, he should have had at least one season.
Occasionally people will shit on him for talking about how he wants to come back to do a season 9. But like,
I don't know if I want to see. I wouldn't hate like a 6 season or 6 like a 6 episode,
like a HBO Max thing,
like an HBO Max show on Earth fucking 12.
Yeah,
you know, like away from everything.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, Stephen Amell, you are allowed to be Green Arrow. Be real Green Arrow. Do your thing. Don't cast Katie Cassidy.
Yeah,
fucking bring Katie as Dinah. Dinah Laurel.
It sucks because
Kate,
I would say just do Escape from Supermax like on an HBO Max thing, but then they did it for the show, so it's. Or kinda, not really.
I forgot they did. But did okay.
People like that
because I skipped that whole chunk of that season, even though I heard it was good.
People like it, yeah.
I know, I'm sure, but like I was burned by season 6.
There's a cool little serial killer twist.
Did they do the thing where it was like his villains were there too?
It wasn't.
Or was he just in prison?
Like it was Brick, and then it was Bronze Tiger, and those were really only his villains. And then,
to be fair, though, those were really cool villains.
So it's cool to see them there.
I'll watch it. It was the fact that I know they kept cutting back
to the other
everybody else.
Yeah,
and I want somebody to just take it and cut the good shit out. Yeah. It just fucking.
People used to do that with the flashback scenes. People would just cut all the flashback scenes together, and that was fun because you could just watch that all as a movie.
Yeah, and then the flashbacks just gotta. They were like, "Fuck, we can't do anything else with this island." Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's get out of here.
Let's go to the future, or let's go to Hong Kong.
The idea of future flash forwards is a really interesting idea that the Flash should have done.
Yeah.
The Flash should have been doing that.
Yeah. Because
the fuck did Arrow do that?
Because they have the time, instead of cutting back to fucking Iris at the central.
Why didn't the Flash have fucking a Nora sub? I don't love Nora, but like
just a Nora subplot
as a subplot in the future,
and then they meet
and
up,
like, or maybe like, and then that you have, I don't know. It's just so strange to me.
Yeah.
This show's dropped so many balls. God damn it.
Lots of balls, and they're never going to pick them back up. But I don't know. There's something about the Flash movie that I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll enjoy like 2 things in it because it's fun, and then like that's it. But
this is fair.
I don't know.
I don't know. I just, because I just watched The Crimes of Grindelwald, which also features Ezra Miller.
Why?
This is a really good question. I don't know.
You need to answer this. I don't care if you say you don't know. You need to answer.
I don't know. I think because I don't remember.
Are you going to watch the next movie? Are you going to?
No. So we have no plans to. What happened? Why did we want to do that?
I think you were like, we didn't even
want to. We were just like, do you want to fucking watch this fucking movie? And we're like, yeah, sure. And we regretted it. It was not a good movie.
Clearly. I watched the first 3 minutes of that movie and I couldn't watch anything more. There was something about it where I'm like, I'm too tired. Bye.
You missed out on a great time.
I watched the Cosmonaut video. You missed
out on so much. You missed out on one of the ugliest movies I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's because the whole thing is desaturated gray, right? The whole thing is
horrific. Gray. It looks like it was shot in log, and then they never color graded it.
Like
it's so hideous.
Phantom Gamma on everything. Disgusting. No, they shot it perfectly. They shot it in all color, then they just put Phantom Gamma.
And then they put this weird filter. Yeah. Like it's and then like I don't even fucking know. I don't even know what happened. Like they don't know what they're doing with this franchise in a hilarious way. Yeah. And JK, fuck that fucking piece of shit, has no idea how to write a story at all. It makes me look back on the books and be like, boy, these books kind of sucked, didn't they? These books weren't that good. I grew up with Harry Potter and I
thought the 6th book was fun, but that also was probably because I'm a teenager and I was like,
there's certain and the only good thing about the universe is the school. Yeah. That's the only fresh thing about it. Everything else is just regular.
The school.
But they don't do it enough.
Yeah.
If they want to do that, Make it set at the school again.
But no, it needs to be
Instead, they're like,
flashbacks or
we're going to
something.
set it in America
Yeah.
and make up a whole new thing of people that nobody fucking cares about with a whole system of new rules that nobody gives a shit about Grindelwald.
Don't forget the movie are called Fantastic Beasts.
Fantastic Beasts. So we have to shove Eddie Redmayne in here because he can't get an Oscar anymore. We have to fucking force him into this franchise. And it's like they could have very easily
he feels
just made
bad, right? Right?
Well,
because it's like because Andrew Garfield got Spider-Man, Robert Pattinson got Batman, Jamie Dornan got he got something still. And then he gets stuck with this. So of like the group of those roommates, I feel like he was I mean, he got an Oscar, but still.
Also, like he probably isn't a huge fan of Miss Joanne's
probably
views.
Not. Yeah,
and I don't think most people are, except for Vladimir Putin. But we're not gonna get to that.
A good keyword to bring up.
It's fucking insane to me how she is on the same side of the argument as Vladimir Putin.
Yeah.
And she can't see that she's the bad guy, right?
No, but listen. She every single tweet she does is like, no, but listen. And it's like,
it's so fucking insane. It's ridiculous.
You're a successful author.
She's just digging herself constantly.
Just shut up.
But it's
you
like,
believe this, fine. Just shut up.
Like what's insane to me, you were like, okay, we got to go back to Harry Potter, right? We have to go back to this universe. What is interesting about this universe? The school. We're not going to do the school. Why the fuck not? Okay, fine. Like, and then they just decide to add the most insane shit, but then try and bring you back with the school. And it's like, if you want to pull a fucking No Way Home nostalgia bait shit, just do the school. Just do a prequel in the school.
Yeah.
That's all we fucking care about. It's all anybody gives a shit about.
But then even then, it's like, you know, those
make it about a teacher. Make it about Dumbledore as a teacher with Jude Law, because Jude Law is a good pick.
You know those
and make him gay. Make him actually gay instead of weird subtext.
I suppose that he is like actually gay in the new one, but I don't
believe it. That's what they said about the last one too.
That's true. Do you know those YouTube short films that were like Dumbledore versus Grindelwald, and there was one that was like James Potter and like his scumbags versus Severus and stuff. There was like a couple short films that was like released, and it was like fan short films, but they got really popular. There's just one that is Dumbledore versus Grindelwald. That's like a fan film, and it's like Dumbledore and Grindelwald get teleported to this island, and no one knows what happened before, but they're really mad at each other. And then Dumbledore's sister is there, and Aberforth is there, and then they start dueling, and then they all duel each other, and then they're both going to kill each other, and then his sister sacrifices herself, like in the middle of the two paths of wands. And that short film did everything better than any of these three films probably could have.
Like, it's insane to me.
It's
and like
15 minutes, and it's better than all this
the
shit.
First one. The first movie is fine. It's a fun time.
It's fine, yeah.
It's a fun time that's weirdly sprinkled with like domestic abuse for no fucking reason. That was such a weird subplot.
Yep.
And like, I fundamentally, like, I don't dislike David Yates, but I fundamentally think that he shouldn't have directed these movies, because it's like,
what else has he directed that isn't Harry Potter?
I don't know. I think it might just be Harry Potter. I'm sure other things and stuff. But it's like you have Fantastic Beasts, which is this very fun movie about animals and shit. Yeah. And then, you know, the Domestic Beasts for some fucking reason. And then it's like fucking gross and gray, and all the spells are blue, so it all looks fucking grayscale.
Yep.
Like, I don't know. It just,
and
like, could it not have just been Grindelwald wants to take over, or is a bad teacher at Hogwarts, and Dumbledore, and now Newt works at Hogwarts, and then you just in the school.
It's just AP Bio, but with Dumbledore.
Like, is that not just more interesting?
Yeah.
And the idea of the Fantastic Beasts works better as a TV show. Yeah. Because it's like, okay, we got to save animals.
And each episode is a different beast.
That's a fun thing. And you can even do movies just about that, right? You can make it about the environment or some shit. But then instead, they're like, hey, let's bring back, you guys know the race war?
Yeah.
Let's make it about that.
They're gonna stop World War II now, and we're gonna.
It's the thing that's insane. I didn't want to spoil it for any fucking reason.
No,
the bad guys want to stop World War II, and the good guys are like, no. And the bad guys are stand-ins for white supremacists?
Yep.
What is this? What am I supposed to do?
Are they still going to do 5 movies, or is the next one the last one?
It has to be the last one. There's no fucking way.
My theory is that they're going to end it with like a whole
It's going to be a cliffhanger, and it's not going to continue.
Yeah. It's going to be World War II starts. They're going to... How did World War II start? I don't remember. Was it
I
just
don't
the
with
invasion of
Hitler.
Poland?
That's how World War
That's
II
right,
started.
That's right.
Jesus Christ.
No, but I didn't remember if there was like a. God damn it! That's going to be horrible out of context.
Oh my fucking
I
God.
meant it like because like Archduke Ferdinand.
That was
John
World War
Cena,
One, yeah.
John Cena, Ferdinand. The thing
You mean the guy
got
from
shot.
The King's Man?
Yeah, that guy.
You mean the assassination that was set up by the weird secret organization?
Yep.
And then Mr. Terrible,
my name
Mr.
is
Worst
Adolf.
person to exist in humanity came back in as an Avengers-style credit scene? Is that what they're going to do in Fantastic Beasts
You're
3?
the only one that wants to start a world war. God damn it. But yeah,
but like those movies, like, and then the game too, show me that she has no fucking clue.
Is it her?
Why
Is
people
it all
like her
her?
books? It has to be.
Okay.
She has to be the only. I think she's the only person that's ever written for anything.
Okay.
And it's like she has no clue why this universe is interesting to anybody.
Yeah.
Because like it's not. The only thing that's interesting about it is the school, basically, and then the people.
And people like some of the characters. Yeah.
Yeah. But instead, she's like, okay, just wizards and nondescript magic that I can just make up.
Daniel Radcliffe, someone asked him about, would you want to do Cursed Child? And he's like, no. Star Wars got like 40 years, right? It's only been 20 for me, man. I'm
like, also don't do that because that play fucking sucks.
Yeah.
That play's dog shit.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, she has no clue how to write a story.
Yeah,
and it's like that on top of being the worst person.
It's
like,
just
you can have one. You can't do them both.
I don't know why she's so adamant on being anti-I stand with Don Cheadle.
Because she's a horrific transphobe. She's a horrific bigot. She's a horrific transphobe and a horrific anti-Semite.
Does she not have someone on her team to be like, look at the money. Look at the money and tell me it's worth it.
And they probably are, and she's so stupid stupid rich that she can just be like, I don't fucking care because the millennials,
it's just funny.
The weird white millennial women will still defend me for no fucking reason. I am baffled. I'm just baffled by this franchise. And anyway, Ratio plus Avatar is better. Avatar: Last Airbender is the better franchise that I grew up on with non-problematic creators, and that Netflix show is not happening.
Yeah, I can't wait for that Netflix show to be as bad as everything else.
I just can't wait for that Netflix show to come out just so Avatar can be relevant again, so I can make a video on it.
Just make a fucking Kiyoshi show. Why does it have to be the thing?
The book was so fucking good.
I think that's what I've heard.
Fucking amazing.
Like, I don't know.
Just do another animated show.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm so confused by Nick and how they handle that franchise. Like, anyway, all the franchises of my childhood are being ruined by corporations.
I like that you said, I'm just so confused by Nick.
Fuck you. Anybody named Nicholas in here, go fuck yourself. No, Nickelodeon. Like Paramount.
Fuck you, Nick.
Like, why didn't they do it? Paramount Plus is all Nickelodeon shit.
Yeah.
Just put another fucking show on there.
Yeah.
That would bring me on. That would pay for that subscription then.
Yeah.
I hardly wasn't enough to drag me in, but that would be.
I'm going to have to get that when Mission Impossible comes out. Because Mission Impossible is going to come out.
I got really aggressive there, everybody. I apologize for that.
Keep being
I really don't like J.K. Rowling, and then I got reminded that I don't like how Nickelodeon is handling my favorite franchise ever, so that was a roller coaster.
I think it's also because you watched Crimes of Grindlewald.
Because I just watched it. We delayed the podcast so I could finish that fucking movie. So that was rough.
I don't have anything to say
the only
about
thing
why.
though, those fucking... Have you seen the movie?
I have seen only 3 minutes and then the Cosmonaut video. So I know what happens because of the Cosmonaut
My
video.
favorite, the only good thing about that movie, is they establish a new piece of lore that is the funniest thing in the world to me.
What?
So, muggle, the word that sounds like a slur, but it's made up.
Yeah.
And then the American version is called Nomad, which is really stupid.
Yeah.
We have a new one.
Oh no.
They're some other people call people that don't have magic. They call them can't spells, which is the funniest fucking thing in the world to me.
All the spelling bee losers are just crying right now.
They're just like, I got third place in the spelling bee. Fuck, I can't spell. It's hysterical. Like Johnny Depp said that with his full chest. I was like, oh, whoa, wait, where did that come from?
He said that with his full chest.
He was like, muggles, no mages, can't spells.
Is that the scene where he's like smoking the vape or whatever?
And then right after that, he brings up World War II. It's like, Jesus Christ, Johnny. Crazy, Jesus Christ, man.
That was just all unscripted.
It's like, and it's another thing. She has no clue what she's doing.
No.
She has no clue. She's not a good writer.
And
She
now-
got lucky.
And now I just
She
feel
got lucky
bad.
with one idea about a wizard school.
And now I just
that's
feel
it.
now I just feel bad for Mads Mikkelsen because now
Me
he's
too.
Grindelwald.
I feel
and
bad
it's
for
like,
everybody involved.
Yeah.
You know, I feel
'Cause
bad for
Jude
Eddie.
Law's
I feel bad
great.
for all the cats. Jude Law's great. You know,
He hasn't
he's a
aged
good
a
pick for
day
that character
at all, like since
Yeah.
1995. So why are you?
I
looping
found
him
out
into this shit?
something insane though. We were looking up the ages of the actors.
Yeah.
Maggie Smith is older than the guy who played Dumbledore.
Yeah. You
She
know
played
that?
McGonagall. I didn't know that. That's wild to me.
Yeah. Which
Is
kinda-
McGonagall supposed to be older than Dumbledore?
No,
Yeah,
it's
I
a
didn't
weird
think so.
thing. 'Cause there's a plot hole where she shows up in a flashback scene as a kid, right?
In Grindelwald,
in
she's
Grindelwald.
the old teacher.
No,
She's not old. She's like a young teacher.
She's like a
in the
young-
flashback.
but she's not supposed to have been born then,
Really
or something like
interesting.
that. There was like another thing where maybe it wasn't that, but there was
But
another.
we gotta pull in the people that grew up on. We gotta pull in the Harry Potter generation.
Also, Zoe Kravitz is in that movie.
We learned
I keep
Harry taught us
forgetting.
to be brave. Hermione taught us to be curious. Ron taught us to be a friend. We're the Harry Potter generation. We're Gryffindors, Hufflepuffs, Ravenclaws, and Slytherins.
I want to like cry blood.
Have you seen that? That's the worst picture I've ever seen in my
I
life.
think I've heard the phrase.
Somebody
but I
wrote a
haven't
whole
seen
fucking manifesto about Harry Potter and how important it is to their life.
There's a recurring bit now in the podcast where you just tap into that voice at least once.
It's my we gotta make that's the new TikTok thing. That's what we gotta do. That's our new bit.
I
That's our
love
new bit all the time.
Rorschach. Rorschach.
I love Rorschach. Anyway, can I talk about Pinocchio now?
Okay, yeah. Go from one shitty adaptation of something to another shitty
No,
adaptation.
fuck you. This was
of
a perfect adaptation of the best story ever told. Okay, go fuck yourself.
Okay.
Because I was just so angry, and now
What
I
was
gotta
it,
get
father?
Father. When can I leave to be on my own? Olivia and I watched Pinocchio: A True Story, and it's the best movie we've ever seen in our entire life. If you've seen the trailer, Pauly Shore's voice acting is incredible, to say the least. And that line of "Father, when can I leave to be on my own?" is the least funny scene in the movie. It's
saw a
not
video
even
on
the
Twitter.
best moment.
I saw a video on Twitter that was like the top 5 best moments, and they were all fucking insane.
He was just like, I don't fucking care. I'm gonna just go for it.
Yeah.
It's hysterical. Like I can't stop thinking about him. It's like, you know how when you see the Batman for the first time, it's like you can't. It's like your new personality, and you can't like move on.
This is your
That's
personality.
how I am with Pinocchio. Pinocchio is my new Batman. I'm constantly thinking
That's
about
the title.
him.
Pinocchio's my new Batman.
Pinocchio is the new Batman. Pinocchio is the Batman for this generation. It's just it's so fucking funny, man. You need to watch it.
Maybe I will now.
It's like the best thing we've ever seen, and
What?
that's all I'll say. Like I can't even explain it.
Is
in
there
words.
anything unironically good about it?
No.
I like how instant you were.
No, I like the girl's hair. Her physics are kind of cool in the animation. No, I'd say no. Yeah, I decided no. But listen, I had a really good time with him. And I'm really sorry to Brian because Brian found out that we watched it without him and he got really upset, and I just want to apologize to him.
I'll go watch it with Brian.
It's fantastic. It's a great movie, man. It's so good.
This was
Pauly Shore. Pauly Shore deserves the Oscar, is all I'm saying.
Yeah. They're gonna give him a Razzie and then everyone's gonna
better.
kick and scream. Oh,
God,
goodness.
it's so
Why?
Oscars are this week. Oscars are tomorrow, right?
Oscars are tomorrow. Yep. It'll be out
What's your pick for best pick?
Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah, surprise nomination. Bob Chapek came in with a $10 billion donation to the Academy.
Academy Award nominations. Not that it matters because
it doesn't. Awards are for fucking.
But it's
the awards only matter
because they wear pretty
to
dresses.
people who are in. To me, the awards should only matter if you're involved in the project.
Yeah.
Or if it's a movie you like.
Yeah.
If it's a movie you don't like, or actually no, if it's a movie you don't, if Don't Look Up gets a nomination,
I was gonna bring up. So
I'm going to fucking
Don't Look Up is nominated for Best Picture. If they win, what do we do?
I'm riots in the streets. Riots in the fucking streets.
Yeah. Okay. I think we do
because
it.
if the movie that says haha JK are the world's gonna explode, LOL, nothing you can do about it. If that wins Best Picture, I'm fucking
Here's
dying.
my bet to you. If it wins Best Picture, you have to do a commentary of Don't Look Up, because one, you will have to you have to watch the movie again when you're editing it, and two, you have to deal with copyright claim bullshit for that movie again. I just want you to just be tortured even more if it wins. No,
I hate you.
Yeah, I know. Right?
Why would I agree to this?
Yeah, you're gonna.
What do I get? What do I get if I win? What is this? What is this? You can't just be like, haha, if you lose, but if you win, you don't get anything.
If not,
what is it? What's in it for me?
Then I'll watch the movie again.
I don't want to do that to you.
You're a nice person.
If I win, can you edit my Catwoman commentary?
No, that's a. I'll attempt.
Sorry, I mean Batman Begins.
Shut the fuck up. You still have that somewhere, right?
I still have it. I've got the file.
Yeah.
Oh, sad. I can see you.
No one
I'll
has
give
seen
you the XML.
my...
You can edit. You can edit it for me.
No, I don't want to edit my own trauma. Okay, Nightmare Alley. People have watched Nightmare Alley and told me it's really good.
Yeah. It's Del Toro, right?
Yeah, it's Del Toro.
Yeah. Del Toro
Dune's on the list. I like Dune a lot, so I want Dune to win. But
I don't think Dune will win though.
No,
I think Dune's one of those. Every year they have a
It'll get cinematography. I want my.
Every year they have a movie that's like for the normies to root for.
Yeah.
You know.
And Dune's
like,
kind of that
by
movie.
By normies, I mean people that aren't like trillionaires in the Academy.
It's like that and West Side Story are like the two movies.
Yeah, but nobody saw West Side Story, and also Rachel wasn't fucking invited, so fuck that.
She's presenting now, I guess, though.
Oh, is she allowed to sit down?
I think so. No, she's not allowed to sit down. She only gets to come in, and they shoo her out. They kick her out the back.
They kick her out of the room, in the building.
People are saying Power of the Dog is going to win because Power of the Dog won at something else. I haven't seen it. I don't care. I don't know anything about it. Coda. Insert Coda jokes here.
I don't know. I've heard mixed things about Coda. I've heard some really good things, and then from disabled people, I've heard like that it's not a great representation. I think so.
Yeah, that's not good to hear. It'd be really funny if Will Smith won for King Richard.
I just haven't seen any of these fucking movies, you know? That's not really an issue. That's just an issue with distribution, I think. And that's an issue with like that's an issue with the Academy. They've
also all come out in the past like 6 months.
That's what's and that's I don't like Academy season, you know?
Yeah.
I've never been a fan of that.
Just do it from the whole year. It's like I don't get this whole thing.
They do it because it's like, okay, that around December is when the Academy votes and they want the movies fresh on people's minds and shit.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of like the whole thing. And
I'm just gonna say
I don't want No Way Home nominated.
I'm not gonna don't take me out of context. I want to eventually make really good movies. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be wrong about it.
Mm-hmm.
The Academy Awards, the Court of Owls, it's a little bit of overlap.
You know what? You're not wrong. Because guess what? Roman Polanski's on both.
The Court of Owls, the more you think about the Court of Owls, the more it's a commentary on a lot of things. A lot of things.
You don't have to think about it that much to notice that.
No, yeah, you don't.
Clear.
But the even more obvious. You think about it, the even more you notice. Best Actor, I want it to go to Andrew Garfield, but it might go to someone else. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I literally have not looked at the nominations.
It's Tick Tick Boom.
That'd be cool, but I don't see it going in. Just like I don't know. I've stopped giving
a shit about it. You know? Yeah.
No Way Home's gonna win fucking effects, and it's gonna be stupid.
Let me see what was actually nominated for effects. I want to see what was nominated for effects. Come on, give me the best visual effects. Dune is on here. Spider-Man No Way Home is on here. No Time to Die is on here. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is on here, and Free Guy is on here.
No, Jesus Christ. I haven't seen No Time to Die. I don't know how good those effects are. They seem like they would be good, but like I feel like Dune should be the very clear winner there.
Dune should be the winner. I think
they have started using the visual effects category to mean whatever Marvel movie is biggest. Yeah. Which I think is insane.
Yeah, no, that's not fair at all.
That's like that's such a stupid
way to handle it. They don't care who comes and walks up to the stage. Don't you?
It's the same with fucking the animated movies.
Yeah,
like Mitchell's versus the Machines, 100% deserves to win this.
Let me find animated movies.
By fucking far.
Yeah, yep.
But I think it's probably gonna go to Luca I liked Luca too.
I also like.
But Luca's the Pixar movie.
Where
You
is
know,
animated? I don't know why I can't find the animated ones. But yeah, it was Mitchell's, it was Luca, and then what else was it?
some other stuff I can't fully. I don't remember for sure.
Encanto's probably on there. Encanto's
Is
definitely
it?
on
Was
there.
it? I guess it was
I
2021.
think so. Because it was on a song thing.
Oh, yeah.
Best film editing, Don't Look Up is on there. The scene where she
They don't.
throws up and they freeze frame.
The Academy doesn't know what editing is. That's what I'm starting to realize.
I don't think the
The
Academy
fact that
watched Don't Look Up.
Bohemian Rhapsody was nominated for best editing, and I think it won. They think that the number of Catwoman should have won best
editing. Yeah,
because they clearly count it as the number of cuts is good. It has editing.
More cuts.
The most cuts, the best the edit.
Yep, exactly. Best original screenplay, Don't Look Up. What I think that's likely. I think that's actually likely.
How?
I don't know. I don't know, but somehow that's likely.
I mean, it's a movie that basically like sucks off rich people in a way.
Yeah.
So like, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I really do like to look up.
It's a great movie.
Great movie.
It just sucks because I love The Big Short, and I'm like, what happened in these 10 years? But yeah, there's a bunch of other shit that I haven't seen on here, and
I don't particularly care about the other. Like, it's not that I don't care about
is on here for best costume design. I will say that.
Actually, it could win that. Cruella. Yeah. Did you ever watch it?
No, but you said you watched it and liked it. Right?
I liked it. I actually surprisingly enjoyed that. It's like you have to disassociate that movie with actual 101 Dalmatians because like Cruella DeVille fucking tried to kill dogs. You can't really do that.
It's not
you can't really relate to that person. It's not gonna work. But it's like it's actually like it's like a fun. It's like a heist movie with like girl boss who like wants to dismantle like a rich person and like steal from her using her dogs and shit.
This is more Emma Stone from Crazy Stupid Love than it is Cruella, I guess. Is what
I think the worst part of the movie is the weird voice she puts on.
Yeah.
She puts on this weird like, oh, I'm Cruella.
I want to see more Emma Stone movies because.
Have you seen The Amazing Spider-Man 2? That's my favorite Emma Stone movie.
I'm gonna watch The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
TASM 2 underrated. TASM 2 underrated banger. Look at how beautiful TASM 2 is.
The cinematography of TASM 2 is in all caps beautiful.
Beautiful.
Exclamation mark. 4 images. One is the one of Andrew Garfield in the sunset. But yeah, the Oscars are happening. Don't pay attention to it. I will say
they really don't matter.
Speaking of visual effects, I saw a clip from a Collider.
I saw the same clip.
The quarter thing.
Yeah,
about Shang-Chi and Endgame.
Oh boy, yeah. You could be the one to say it, so I can't be taken out of context.
In the clip, the guy who was, I think it was the VFX supervisor or something. I don't know
for sure.
I think he was some person who worked on the VFX team. Went and sat on the corridor crew bench, which kudos to him.
Is it a bench? I thought it was a couch.
It was a couch. I meant couch, not bench.
They sit on a park bench.
Park bench.
Their backs are fucked.
Yeah, it's the whole time like this.
Yep.
But yeah, they were watching clips from Shang-Chi and they were talking about the final fight. And how, if you look, they originally had a plan to decorate that entire set piece with the temple and with rocks.
It was a real set.
And with everything. And the VFX, the team, I don't know which team, probably a production team or something, just there was like, no, that's not it. We're just going to cover that with something else.
Yeah, the wording he said was, screw it. We'll CGI, basically.
And they just basically had to, what's the...
Rotoscope.
Yeah, they had to rotoscope out the characters for everything. Same shit happened on Endgame. When they were described this set for Avengers Endgame, they were told this is a foresty area outside of the compound. Then when they're like, no, we want to go with something more industrial. So now we have to rotoscope out every single character and put them in a different environment. And I'm like, okay. That man and Kevin Feige are going to have some words eventually, but like he's still saying the truth.
But it's
right?
like it's shit we've known. This is shit we've known about.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
It's just the first time that I think like somebody on the production has ever said anything about it.
Yeah, and I mean he said at the end, like at the end of the day, we're here to service the story, and if that's what serves the story, we'll do it. That's fine.
Yeah, but also he said he has a rotoscope more times than he can count.
Yeah, which
that's rotoscoping. I don't know if you know this. Not fucking fun.
No.
Rotoscoping is incredibly difficult.
Because you're just cropping out the person for every
you have to mask out. And like I've had to like I tried to rotoscope out something on the last video and like it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
You know, like you saw me try and do it. It was terrible.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
And like obviously I'm not a trained VFX supervisor or anything. I'm sure there's like automated systems that can help.
Yeah.
You know?
You probably run it through some kind of like
Yeah,
smart learning.
there are websites that will, you know, and I'm sure there's like
And they're building
professional
NLP
software that
tools to
can.
help with that, but you still
Yeah.
need someone there to go
And that
through every
almost like
single thing.
encourages the filmmakers to not shoot on a set then. To
Yeah.
just shoot on a fucking blue screen forever
And it
now.
doesn't matter.
And
And
then it
that's
does, and it's and they do it. It's like the thing about this, we talked about this last week, but the discourse is always repetitive because we figured it out
yeah.
why they do it. It's because CGI work is not
Yeah.
union, and they can just absolutely abuse the people in that
Yeah.
system and stuff.
It's something I remember I brought it up on the episode about Star Wars shit, the Luke Skywalker shit. When you're directing with like an actual actor, you're communicating with that actor what you want them to do. They're communicating back to you. It's kind of the same with production design. When you are sitting in a different location, you are communicating with people on production design, or you're communicating with your cinematographer who helps you pick spots. For me, I don't have a production design team, so I can't do that shit. But I talk with my cinematographer a lot about, okay, this is where we're going to shoot because I want this look, and this street works for this, and these lights look right for this. And if you just do a blue screen, for some sequences you get away with it because it's an action scene and you got to do shit that's crazy. But when you're masking out the entire thing, what are you telling your actors to do when you film? And I heard Henry Cavill talk about it, where he was like, there was an early like Gladiator movie or something he did where he had to do a lot of work on blue screen.
Was
and
it
green
Immortals?
Screen.
Probably Immortals.
I think it was Immortals. And he was like, this was kind of hard the first time, but now I got used to it and I was able to do it for future movies. But like, imagine you're that first time actor on a Marvel project, you know, doing blue screen stuff for the first time. I feel like that would affect your performance to a degree.
Yeah.
In a way that
100%.
even, at least on Avengers Endgame, yes, it was green screen and blue screen, but they at least built something there. The fact that now with Shang-Chi, they were like, no, fuck it, just blue screen and then some rocks on the ground, that scares me. Because then what does that mean for when they do another like thing later on? Is it just going to be always that I don't like that at all.
Yeah. And the thing that like, there's a couple things about it. Firstly, like the thing that there will be people who were like, oh, it does, you don't notice it, so it doesn't matter. Right. Like, firstly, there's the production aspect of like people being overworked and crunch and like non-union, not paid enough, forced to work over hours and shit. Very bad thing. Fucked up. And then there's also like an artistic level. Like, I believe that if you don't plan things out, if you don't have okay, the reason I love the Batman so much is because every single aspect of it, and you can tell this from the interviews, you can tell this from everything Matt Reeves has said, every single fucking aspect is intentional for the character and for the story and the themes, right? Every single aspect, from the cinematography to the sets to every fucking thing. And so, and because he was able to plan, he planned all those things out and like had such a strong connection and such a strong decision making, you know, that's why it all comes together so well. And that's like the whole point of being a director. That's what being a director is you plan that shit.
Yep.
And so then when you eliminate that, and when you just are just like, all right, fuck it, we'll just change it midway through. We'll change it 2 weeks before release because we don't like it, you know. That just shows like a lack of planning and shows that these movies are 100% rushed out.
And I feel like that's not even
that's how a YouTube video is made. YouTube video, you're like, I don't really know how I feel about this cut, so I'm just going to change that. You know, because it's a YouTube video. It's not a fucking $200 million movie.
Yep.
You know,
and I wonder, I don't blame necessarily director as much for that.
I don't blame directors. I blame time, and I blame studios. It's a bigger thing. It's bigger than John Watts, or it's bigger than the person who directed Shang-Chi, whose name I don't remember.
Creighton, I think.
Yeah. It's bigger than all that. And like, cause it's like, you can see like Chloe Zhao is a good example. Like Chloe Zhao is a very talented director, and Eternals doesn't look as good as Eternals looks way better than other things because of that.
Yep.
But it doesn't look as good as it probably could if she had been given more time with it and hadn't really kind of been forced to do CG with it as much.
Or force the story into a corner
people
where
will like to cherry pick too. People will like to cherry pick and be like, well, this scene looks good, so the whole movie looks good. You know, and the same goes for the other way around.
Yeah, which is why we post 4K shots on Twitter. It's a shot. That's a singular. If it's less than perfect, it's less than perfect. If it's perfect, it's perfect. But it's just a singular shot, and I'm fucking tired of that.
We have the amount of bootlickers that I see being like, this doesn't matter, stop talking about it,
Yeah.
is insane to me.
Yeah.
It would be like if in the games industry, people were overworked on Red Dead Redemption 2 to make the horseball physics be so good to the point where they couldn't see their families on Christmas.
Yeah.
And people were like, oh, it doesn't matter, shut up. You know? Because we have been so critical of the games industry for crunch, more studios like Insomniac have been a lot better about crunch. I know Nintendo is like really good with crunch. It's a lot better for them and stuff.
Mm.
And it's just movies need to get more delayed more often, I think.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And they can't be fixed after the fact. Stop treating movies like fucking video games, is my point.
And they are. And I feel like they're going to keep doing that because of the money.
But the thing is, that's insane. The thing that's even more insane, with the blue screen shit, there is a simple fix, and there's also the thing of like, oh, did you want to see an actual dragon fight? No, that's not what we fucking wanted.
Yeah.
We want to see people
I
on
remember
dirt.
I said that about No Way Home before the movie came out, and people were like, oh, they should just get the sand guy back. And they should just get
CGI. Obviously, there are certain things that aren't real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you don't have someone
But
back,
is a warehouse not real? Is a bridge not real?
Yeah.
We can't be there?
Is a bunch of rocks not fucking real?
A street? Yeah. Like it's these little things that like are just insane to me.
Yeah.
You know, and it goes back to the Flash thing that we were talking, the Flash Thompson Spider-Man shit we talked about last week. That was all over Twitter. Of like, why did that scene have to be CGI? And I know it was for
pandemic scheduling, perhaps.
Pandemic scheduling stuff, but they've been doing that. They've been doing that since No Way Home.
Yeah.
Or no, sorry, since Far From Home. Fuck these titles, man. Like it's an insane way to produce art. And it's an even more insane thing to do to defend the production style of that art, I think.
And yes, you could say it's necessarily servicing the story, but
the story is better. But the Batman is a good example. The story is better serviced when it's planned out.
Real. Yeah.
Yeah, when it's real. So. And again, not everything has to be and so the solution to that is stagecraft.
Yeah.
Is the thing on Mandalorian.
Yeah.
That tech is fucking
perfect.
Flawless.
Yeah.
It's insane to me. Why did I get a pop-up about my fucking thing? I got a weird pop-up about drop zone. Sorry if we have to use
you got
drops.
Are you trying to buy drops?
Yeah, that's me. I'm the big guy with the drop.
Yeah.
Like stagecraft is incredible. It's an incredible piece of tech that like is going to change the landscape. And Disney has it.
And thank Greg Fraser.
Why aren't they fucking using? Yeah, thank Greg Fraser. Thank ILM. Yeah. ILM is
that's the one reason I think Dune is going to win for something.
Yeah. And honestly, I ironically thank Epic Games for Unreal Engine 5 for that because they're using Unreal Engine 5 and it's actually really impressive from a technical standpoint. And like because that is like. That's something you have to plan out in advance. The actors get to see you have to plan it out in advance. The actors get to see something for real. Yeah. It's shot in camera. VFX workers aren't overworked because all it is just making a landscape. You know, there's no like tracking, no rotoscoping, no visual effects. It's just making it 3D art. You know, it's better in literally every sense of the word. Every sense of this issue, it fixes, and Disney has it. And it worked so well for Mandalorian. It worked so well for Star Wars. It worked so well for so many things. And then they're like, let's not use it for Marvel.
Do you know what's
I don't get it.
Do you know what's another reason I think that's also the case? And this is just a hunch. I don't go read into fully what I'm saying. But I listened to, I guess it's not cinematography specifically, but I listened to Giacchino and Matt Reeves and a bunch of people on the Dolby like podcast thing they did after the movie came out.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
It's really good. I'll link. They did one with him and they did one with Giacchino. So it's like 3 hours of podcast, just them talking about the movie. It's really nice.
I want them to release a commentary so bad.
Yeah.
Like I wanted them to do what Ryan Johnson did for Knives Out, where you could just go to the movie with a fucking iPod and like listen to it.
Because they did funny commentary. Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson did funny commentaries for Twilight. I remember.
Yeah.
So
I hope there's like a million commentary tracks. Yeah. On the Blu-ray, I need to hear them because like Scott Pilgrim has like 20.
Really?
And I listen to every single one and I love them. They're my favorite thing. Yeah. Commentaries are the best.
But so on this podcast that they were talking with, I think Giacchino was on it once, but then also a few other people in sound effects. There is a sound effects supervisor. There is a sound design person. There is a sound mixer, and there is Giacchino. There is a bunch of people on that team, right? They all work together the entire step of the way. For every single thing they were doing, like when they were doing the sound for the Batmobile, it was like, okay, this bottle rocket noise is kind of nice, so we're gonna do that for the Batmobile's like
Yeah.
whining sound. Then there's another noise here that I pulled from this side. We're gonna do this and kind of low pass that and use that for the humming sound. And we're gonna use this for something different. We're gonna use for this for something different. And there was like one festival that they went to, I think sometime, not festival, like a convention thing they went to in the middle of the pandemic, where they like went and sourced more audio, not like a meetup weird conservative festival. Like
no,
like
I mean just
like a
festival and pandemic generally
yeah,
gives
I know,
me weird vibes.
but it was
you know.
like a recording session. I think they called it like but it was like a recording session where they were recording through a bunch of other music. Everyone was there for that event, you know. And when they were working on during the pandemic, they were working on trailer music, and they started more stuff then. And that showed me it was like a group of like it was a team, but we're all communicating with each other every step of the way. And when I hear Greg Fraser talk about The Mandalorian, there was a lot of that too, where he was working with Dave Filoni, who was working with Jon Favreau, who was working with Deborah Chow, and they were all working together with their own teams. The vibe I get from the Marvel movies is that the team that does the VFX stuff and the team that does production design and the team that does costuming, there's no communication. And that freaks me out because I'm like, then how the fuck as a director are you supposed to direct any of these people?
Yeah.
Because it's like being if you're on a management team and you have to like take all of your subordinates, for lack of a better term, and get them all to work with each other, and they just won't communicate with each other, then what the fuck is the point of your job? You're obviously going to get overstressed, and you're obviously not going to know what the fuck to do. And so I feel like with every Marvel movie, it's just a lot of that, where they're like, this is how we've done it, and like we don't really need to talk to each other. They'll just send us the shit, and we'll do something else. And that is a big worry, and the more they do that, the worse it becomes.
And you can see we are seeing the cracks in that. And the thing that's frustrating is like they're not getting hit with their wallet for that, you know? No Way Home made $10 trillion.
Yep.
Which like, and the thing that's insane to me about No Way Home is like half of No Way Home is very well shot. Half of No Way Home looks really impressive.
Yeah.
You know? Like, but it's the other half that is like
the scenes that Marvel, are in practical, the scenes in the coffee shop, the scenes, some of the scenes even in like Doctor Strange little thing.
Yeah.
Like those
the scenes that aren't the scenes that aren't the obvious reshoots.
Yeah.
In those environments, really impressive. Very very pretty.
Yeah.
You know, and like there's like genuine attempts at camera work. It's kind of the bare minimum. Like a lot of that movie is.
True.
But like it's good. The bare minimum is good. We finally like it's one of those things where it's like Jesus Christ, after like 10 years of not that.
When Doctor Strange is in the basement and on one side it's the orange light and then it's the blue light. The orange
represents his warmth.
What the fuck am I talking about saying?
Exactly.
Yeah. But
we love basic fundamentals of cinematography.
Exactly. Love you, Taylor Swift. Exactly. But yeah, it's one of those things where it didn't hurt their wallet, so they're going to keep doing it. And the fact that I just feel bad for directors who come onto these projects and the teams that work under those directors. I feel bad for like PAs on all these projects too, because it's like
it's not it's like
keep running
the
around.
Issues are never on the artists.
Yeah,
it is a production thing.
Yeah,
it's the higher ups that just say make content, you know, and they're turning art into content.
Because I assume the Shang-Chi team, while they were doing that, were also working on something else too at the same time. Because they need to do 4 different projects.
Yeah,
and they all need to come out. So it's
what happened with Endgame with the suits with the remember the CGI time travel costumes?
I forget that happened.
Like they didn't come up with a suit design before filming.
They just put the dots on them. They just put
so they decided to just CG it all. And I feel like with Spider-Man and Civil War, it kind of made sense, right? Because he was a really late addition. And so like, and that scene he doesn't look that great in that movie because of that.
A lot of the scenes, right? Yeah.
Like there is a practical costume, but it's way different.
Because he's on the end of the team, right?
Way better for a lot of this. A better symbol at the very least. It is because they didn't plan it. They didn't plan the end game. Like, I'll bet you it was a matter of like, fuck, we got to film on Tuesday, but I can't meet with the costume design team until Wednesday. So like, all right, we just got to CG it now.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things because we have to have the whole thing shot by Thursday or something.
Because the costume design team's working on another thing at the same time.
Yeah. It's like, it's so rushed that you're forced to make compromises and take shortcuts. And those shortcuts are at the detriment of CGI.
And that's kind of the thing that didn't happen with the Batman is not to give the pandemic credit, but when the pandemic shut down, they were all just like, okay, all right, This is what we're going to do, and we're going to schedule it out for everyone in a way that feels like it's a little bit more cohesive.
Delayed movie, it's like games, ironically.
Yeah.
A delayed game is like an unfinished game. A rush game is always bad.
Yeah.
A delayed game is only sometimes bad.
Yeah.
You know?
Cough, cough, Cyberpunk.
I don't remember what the fucking actual quote is.
Yeah.
Something like that. Something along that. I don't remember.
Who said that?
I think Miyamoto said that. I don't remember.
Okay, yeah.
I actually think he didn't say that. I remember seeing a headline being like, "We were wrong," showing that quote and him.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know though. I don't know.
Because they were like,
anyway, I need to play Elden Ring. I really want to play Elden Ring.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can tell that.
Yeah.
I need to talk to Cole about it. I need to
You're
not talk to Cole about it.
You're gonna steal his
I need
second
to make
wife
sure
from
he doesn't convince me to spend $60 on a game I may not like. I can't let him do that to me.
You're gonna steal his second wife from him.
I really am.
Yeah.
I'll finish Bloodborne first and then I'll talk.
Yeah.
But like it's not a thing of CGI equals bad.
Yeah, that's what everyone boils it down to.
Yeah, they want to boil it down to that
because we only have 260 characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not though. It's overworking people is bad and
It's
unnecessary.
It's
unnecessary CGI is bad. With the Green Goblin, we have that suit.
Yeah.
He has worn that suit before. They made it look great in 2002. So and instead they're like, we don't have time to get it for him again. We got just CGI it again.
Yeah,
you know? Yep. And whoever's making that decision, it's probably not John Watts. It's not Kevin Feige. It's someone else. It's not even anybody in specific. It's a systematic issue.
Because
it's the fucking owls.
You know what's the best? It's not the same, but it's the best depiction of anything like that is Frozen 2. The best depiction of what the fuck happens when it's not really anyone's fault other than random dates is Frozen 2.
Frozen 2 was weird. The cut shit is insane. That movie
is different. It's just straight up different.
Like they set up a theme and then they drop it.
Yeah.
They completely forget about it because they were like, "Oh, we want to keep toy sales though at the last second."
Yeah.
They were gonna they were gonna destroy the city. Did you know about that?
Yeah, they were gonna destroy the city. She was
and have like growth and about change and like understanding and shit like that. Like an actual message.
The fact that the voice was never like a thing. They didn't know who the voice was during such a long portion of them developing that movie, and then they were just like, "Okay, fuck, it's her mom. I don't."
That's
care.
The main thing. Yeah. That is the movie. That's the whole plot.
Yeah, and it's because ridiculous to me. And it's like. The first video essay I ever did was on Frozen 2 for some fucking reason.
Wasn't a superhero movie,
but there's
good job. Proud of you.
I know, right?
Good job.
And it's a negative video.
Now where are you? Fucking MCU show.
I know.
I'm surprised you're not saying that it's okay for the CGI to be bad.
I love it so much. Spider-Man No Way Home is my favorite movie. But now it's like there's so much shit with Frozen 2 that everyone just swept under the rug.
I need a documentary about that fucking movie. I need to know
what
happened.
There is a documentary.
Is there really?
I think
shit.
So. Yeah, I don't know how long it is, but I think there is a documentary because
that's insane to me.
I didn't watch all of it, but I watched the Shapefullest video on it. But it's like, the problem is that conversation is not going to come up anymore because Frozen 2 is the #1 grossing Walt Disney movie of all time. So that they're not going to care. And I think if you look at things that have caused Disney specifically to be like that, it's the Avengers movies.
Mm-hmm.
It's The Good Dinosaur failing because it got delayed.
Yep.
It's Frozen 2, and now it's No Way Home.
Yep. I totally agree.
It's just a set of milestone after milestone after milestone.
It's what happens when you make a decision at the expense of artistic integrity, and you don't the people don't notice it.
Yeah.
You know, if I were to make a video where I'm trying to think, where I decided to shoot in 480p, right? I filmed myself in the 480p video and it gets 10 trillion views, right? It gets 100K views.
You're going to make all of your fucking videos.
I almost said 10,000. I was like, wait, that's not as much as that's actually not a good video for me. Fuck.
If it went 10,000 for me, I might say something.
I know. But if it gets, let's say it gets like 200K views, it's one of my best videos ever.
Yeah.
I'm never going to film in 1080 again. Because fuck, that file size is way too big and it's too much effort and I get to film longer in 40. It's like it's these small things, you know?
Yeah.
But if someone says, "Oh, I didn't want to watch this because it was 480p," that's because I filmed it in 4, you know? It's like consequences for your actions.
Yeah. You know
when will you learn?
We talk about stuff that's meant to be evergreen, right? The Dark
These movies
Knight.
will not be evergreen.
None of these movies are evergreen.
Yeah. And you can tell because who is watching like early
who
phase
has
3
watched
Marvel?
Eternals? Tell me who has watched Eternals.
You
since it
okay?
came
No,
out.
fuck you. You bring up Eternals every time you play Fortnite.
I
now.
do,
Go fuck yourself.
but that's because it's funny.
Is it though? Is it though?
She learns like we get to run like Makari.
We run like Makari in Eternals. That's the only reason I know that character's name. It's because of you.
I know.
It's because of you. It's because of that shit.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of myself.
Yeah.
But
anyway, do you want to get to questions now?
Yeah, let's get to questions.
We forgot to pre-pick questions before we started. We were supposed to do that.
Yeah, we'll run through them.
I saw a couple. I saw some nice ones. The Cole, Critical Rants, our friend Cole, he has a favorite breed of dog.
Fuck, I don't know. You go first.
Fuck you. I'm a big German Shepherd fan. I don't know. My dog was a German Shepherd.
I was going to bring up
I love that.
German Shepherds.
I'm a good Goldie. I love Goldies. Golden Retrievers are like the fucking
stealing
best
the ones
dog
that come to my head.
Okay. I like labs. I'm a big fan of the chunky labs. Big, thick, big like old labs that like waddle around. They're the best.
I've met.
Sorry, did I steal that too?
I've met one poodle once, and
interesting.
She seemed very fun and exciting. And I was like, "Aw." And other than that, I haven't. There's like a small. It was a small white puppy. I don't know what type it was. It was my neighbor's dog, and like I basically grew up with that dog around the yard, and that was very nice. So if I get a dog, I want a small white puppy. But yeah. Yeah, that's my answer.
That's our dog talk.
Yeah.
And Kylo's dog talk.
But Kylo is the best dog.
Kylo's the best. We love Kylo.
As your dog.
Yeah. Waffles for lunch. This is a good one. If you could have any DC or Marvel story adapted into a musical, what story would you want adapted and why?
I saw that.
That's a good question. I like this one a lot.
Yeah.
I have an answer. Do you have an answer?
The Flash and Supergirl crossing over.
I hate that fucking musical episode. That is such a waste of potential.
I used to listen to one of those songs a lot.
I did too, but that actual episode is dog shit. Yeah. They totally
the Barry song at the end is nice.
The fact that Riverdale has better musical episodes than that is ridiculous.
They should try again. The new tone of the show fits a musical episode.
Yeah, I think so. It's like it's insane to me that like they have the Music Meister and which is like a very fun idea that he turns everybody to singing.
Yeah.
And then all right, let's just redo a shitty West Side Story. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like why?
Yeah.
And with all existing songs too. Those aren't originals. There's only like 2 original songs.
Yeah. Does Jesse Martin like get to sing anything?
Yeah, he has the one with the guy who plays Stein with Victor Garber,
yeah.
And it's like I get the idea of like, okay, you want to bring the musical people in, you want to bring John Barrowman in, but Carlos, he can fucking sing, you know. It also it's fun to have a character who can't like the Buffy musical. Fuck Joss Whedon. Buffy musical is fucking perfect.
Yeah,
because it's oh shit. Everybody's singing now.
And
what do we do? This is a bad thing. And there are people that don't want to sing.
Yep.
It's hilarious. It's so much fun. I love it. But my idea is the death of Gwen Stacy. Make that a music. I want to hear it.
What?
Throw in the death of Jean DeWolf too. Bring in Sin Eater.
What happens when she breaks her back? What's the is it a crash symbol?
We freeze frame. She stands up and we get a ballad before she just goes. It's a song called Whiplash.
She goes breaks and then she just gets up and she goes memories. I'm trying to think of what I would do. Fuck. Because I would have a good answer for this. I try to do like, I know it's like, horror. I hate horror movies. I try to do a horror musical with the question because my go-to thing.
You're gonna say a Morbius musical.
It's the question, but he has to like investigate a musical.
That could be interesting. Like, is it that everybody's singing around him?
I had a pitch once for a question. Justice Society turns into a horror movie thing. And it was going to be very cool. And if DC ever hires me, that's like what I'm going to pitch to them. But it would be the question, and he has to go investigate something weird with the Justice Society, but they're all singing, and it's fucking annoying. And it's not like like a movie, it's like 40 minutes. You know, it's just like a
Mhm.
fun little thing. I
That'd be
probably
fun.
have better ideas. I also want. No.
They
I
should
know the answer.
do-
I know the answer.
Yeah,
Sorry.
go ahead.
I know the answer.
Okay.
Batman Catwoman
That'd be
thing,
fun.
and it's
That'd be
like
fun.
instrumentals with like other tracks in the background, and like there's
So
like
not a
one.
musical.
But then like it's
So
mainly
not a musical
no,
at
but it's
all. Is
other
what you're saying?
characters that aren't the two of them singing, like on the
Oh,
streets that are watching.
so
them.
like the Brave and the Bold episode, except instead of Canary, it would be Cowan.
I don't remember the Brave and the Bold episode.
You don't remember the Brave and the Bold
No,
episode?
I
Fuck
don't.
you.
I'm
You
sorry.
Batman 2004 loving ass.
Yeah,
Go fuck yourself.
I mean, that show went off for that other show to live on, so there's a little animosity there, you know.
Listen, Brave and the Bold's great. Brave and the Bold's fucking
It is.
fantastic.
I
love Brave and the
played
Bold.
those computer games, the Flash games for Brave and the Bold.
Flash?
They're. I don't know why I'm kneeling for that, but yeah. The one where you have to beat the shit out of Clock King. It's like a boxing game. That was a Adobe Flash game, and it was really fun. But
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Okay.
Rotting Appleseed asks us: DC approaches and asks you to make a Superman movie, maybe potential trilogy. How'd you go about it? What villains do you use? And are any of the Super family involved? You can do a different character than Superman if you want. I have ideas for Superman.
I'm gonna think about Superman for a second.
Because I think the thing that the reason that question stood out to me is the super family thing. I think Crypto needs to be a main character.
Yeah. Yep.
Like the fact that DC hasn't leaned into the fact that this guy has a dog is insane to me.
Yeah.
And the fact that like the Super Pets movie's gonna be terrible, but it will be my favorite movie.
You know your Clark pitch? Could you put the Super family in that?
I don't know. The Clark pitch like works as like an ending,
and then,
you know.
And then like the kids are separate too, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. Like, well, sorry, when they say Superman family, they're talking like Connor and Kara and like
they're talking about that.
Like that crew and like Steel and stuff. Yeah. And like I think Superman Lois is doing Steel really well. And interestingly, I think you could do Supergirl really well as like a third movie in a trilogy.
Yeah.
Like he has to kind of take on
that's what I was gonna say.
Surrogate daughter in a way that's like it's very different.
A movie that I think is good but doesn't reach its full potential is Superman Unbound. It's that animated movie where they introduce Kara. But like the idea that just Kara is around,
Unbound? Or are you thinking of Batman Superman
that one's also good, but that one gets very DC.
Unbound had Kara in it? I don't remember.
Unbound had Kara in it. Yeah.
Are you thinking okay.
I think so.
I don't remember Unbound, but I also don't think I've watched Unbound in like 10 years. So
it's the one with Brainiac, and then I think she stays behind while Superman goes up to fight.
Oh,
Brainiac
that's right.
But I like the idea of it's just the two of them, and he doesn't. Yeah. She doesn't. The first 2 episodes of season 2 in Supergirl do some really interesting things with Clark and Kara's relationship.
Yeah.
That like do that, but for the whole movie. But it's just the two of them, and Kara's trying to.
I love Supergirl when she's written a certain way, and she's very rarely written this way.
Yeah.
Like the thing, I couldn't get into the show because they wouldn't do this, and they did it a little bit. The first few seasons did, and I loved it.
Season 2 is great.
I think she's great as like a Miles character.
Yeah.
Who's like she has to live up to Superman.
Yeah.
That's fucking great to me.
Season 2 does the best with that, I think. Season 1 can get a little corny, but the Flash episode
season 1's very corny with it, where like she sees people on the news talking about how she's not as good as Superman.
Yeah. And season 2 has a bit more CW stuff with her relationship with fucking whatever the fuck that guy's name is.
The guy that looks like the guy from Pitch Perfect.
Yeah. It's her actual husband, and they have a kid. Which is
I know,
fun.
but he looks like the guy from Pitch Perfect.
I guess he does. But yeah, it's. Season 2 takes it a little bit more seriously, and I like that.
Yeah,
but it's the only good season of Supergirl.
I think like but it's like I notice a lot of like the show just kind of decided to be like, no, she's better than Superman.
Yeah,
like they just kind of defend, and like this is not in like a SJWs are ruining the characters. It's just like
they don't acknowledge that Superman.
That's just far less interesting to me.
Yeah,
like not that Superman has to be the best or anything, but it's just like, why would you want that?
Yeah.
You know, why would you want to just be like, yeah, she's actually way better than him in every possible way.
Which is funny because the Kara and Clark moment in the Elseworlds crossover was really good, where they're like sitting on the truck and she's talking about her identity, and she's like, listen, that the government's weird sometimes, but also I love Lois. I described it horribly, but that was a really good conversation. So I know why they didn't do more
like
of that.
the show, like granted I fell off I think at the beginning of season 3. But it just kind of went in directions with her that it's like this doesn't feel like the Kara that I like, you know?
Yep.
And I think you could do something because it is the core of it is just like she came as a young girl so she's kind of grown up and is just now girl Clark now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There's like, you lose kind of that fun, interesting dynamic of like her identity is from Krypton. She is fully Kryptonian versus like Clark is
world.
Clark. His identity is human and stuff.
Yep.
And that's like what distinguishes them. But now it's like when you give her the kind of Kara Danvers, which Kara Danvers and Carol Danvers way too fucking close. I'm sorry, way too close to each other. I don't know. It's a little bit less interesting to me. I think it's better. Like, not that she has to be like, I think the Batman Superman movie made her a little bit too weird in terms of that. But it made her like, oh, I'm a quirky Kryptonian or some shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
What villain would you pick?
I don't know. I mean, I don't like Brainiac. This is the weird thing. Everybody says Brainiac. I haven't really read much.
Justice League for me.
He's very big. I want a small villain. I think like Toyman. I want to see Toyman done right.
Yeah. But like you want like evil
Smallville did
want like evil Toyman? Like
Smallville did Toyman really fucking well.
Yeah.
He was really cool.
What are you doing?
The dude was the Riddler. The dude was fucking Paul Dano before Paul Dano.
Really?
He was literally leaving bombs for Oliver Queen. And then they had to go and ask him questions inside and use him as like a Hannibal Lecter type person.
Oh, that's actually
it was really fun.
Yeah.
He was really cool. He was more of a Green Arrow villain, but it was really fun.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
If it is Lex, I like the idea of just putting him in prison though, the whole time.
Yeah.
And it's fun. Just like he's getting revenge, and at the end of it, he's like, okay, fine.
That could be fun if Clark is the one going to him.
Yeah.
And it's not a Superman.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, cause like that scene in All Star is the best.
Yeah.
I fucking adore that scene where like Lex is talking about how much he's a peak physical human being.
Yeah.
And the whole time Clark is like stopping a prison riot behind him.
Yep.
And he doesn't even fucking notice.
Yeah.
It's great.
You do that, and then you introduce Kara in there to be like, Clark, why the fuck are you doing this?
Yeah.
And then she's like, this is why. There's something there, I think.
Kara's a very interesting character that I think it's the fact that they don't do anything with the relationship very much.
Yep.
That's kind of frustrating.
They're cousins. Batman does. I mean, Batman has a cousin, but they don't do anything with that either, really.
Batman has a cousin, but she fucking kills people.
Yeah.
So maybe let's not.
It's harder to do that, yeah.
And then she doesn't really face any consequences for it.
Yeah, yep.
Except Cass gets mad at her for a little bit. Love that scene. That's such a good fucking scene.
Yeah. That's a good scene. Yeah. Shidoko asks, thoughts on Morbius, the movie and everything else surrounding its marketing.
I have no thoughts on Morbius.
I'm so excited.
Morbius is gonna clear. Morbius is gonna make $1 billion. Morbius is gonna destroy it at the box. Yeah. Watch Morbius be a sleeper hit. All these critics are lying.
Yeah, are you ready?
I think it's gonna be great.
Me on Saturday night, me on Sunday morning. Go watch Morbius.
My favorite thing I saw was not that the director was spoiling the movie, which that's funny to me. But also, he didn't really spoil the movie. He spoiled the credit scene. He spoiled the thing that people go for the Wikipedia article.
They're advertising the movie on the credit scene, and that's so funny.
That's funny
because I know now all movies are going to do this.
It's still there. The story still exists, everybody.
Imagine if they advertised No Way Home with the Doctor Strange trailer. Wouldn't that be weird?
That would be really funny.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, it'd be better shots with Doctor Strange, am I right? It'd be prettier looking shots. Hey,
oh. Yeah.
I still love my tweet about how that Boss Logic poster is actually visually accurate to the movie. It's so good. I'm so proud of myself for that. People got mad at me, but it's so funny.
Very good job.
Yeah. But Morbius is gonna clear. Morbius is gonna make $1 billion. That's all I'm saying. It's gonna be great. My favorite thing is fucking Matt Smith came out and was like, I don't know anything about my character in Morbius. He was like, I don't know what the deal with him is. I'm so confused.
He was probably on set for like what, a week or 2 weeks maybe?
I don't know. Is he the main villain? He might be.
I don't know.
I have no fucking clue. Who's to say?
I don't know who the main villain is. I thought it was just army men.
Morbius is giving me the vibes of New Mutants in the way that it's like everybody's gonna think that it's terrible. Everybody's gonna call it like the worst movie ever made.
Yeah.
But in reality, it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
In reality, it's going to be like fucking like a weaker Marvel movie.
Yeah.
You know, it's not going to be offensively bad. It's going to be forgettable, and that's it. That's all that matters.
Yeah, you know? It's going to be fine. I'm not going to enjoy it as much as Venom. It's going to be about
as good as a lot of other MCU stuff.
It's going to be worse than Venom, though. That's why I'm like,
That's true. That's fair. Because Venom's the best movie ever made. You can't really top that.
Exactly. Does the Batman top that? No. Gets close, but not really.
No, I saw somebody say that the Batman was the best movie ever made, and I was like, Venom.
Yeah, no, Venom and Spider-Man No Way Home. Would you guys? This is Neon Arrows. Would you guys be interested in doing a tier list of the Batman 2004 character designs? I bring this up not just because I'm a fan of the show, but that would be kind of interesting.
That would be fun, but like, we'd have to go and screenshot all the
This is true.
all the character designs.
This is true.
Does that include like the different skins, the different suits?
I would
Like
say
the-
so. I think
Yeah.
so because that'd be fun. But
be
this
fun.
is a live stream idea for you, basically.
Yeah,
That's what
sure.
I'm saying.
Thank you.
Go do
I
that.
gotta get back to streaming. I
Yeah.
wish that'd be fun. It's
Yeah.
been so long.
Um,
I just like I need to get my Ethernet cable into here, you know, to make it more easy.
yeah. You see the one?
I'm
Oh,
stretching.
there's a good Alpha Omega Beta Sin. First off, congrats to Troy for getting to write Riddler Year One. It's pretty crazy
you.
for an actor to tell the story about the character they played. We're all
Thank
very
you,
proud
thank
of you.
Thank you.
Also to everyone, what's your favorite ice cream flavor? Did we answer this before?
I feel like we
did.
have, but I think my opinion has changed.
Yeah.
I used to be big mint chip guy. Like,
I'm a mint chip guy.
through and through,
Yeah.
and like mint chip good. Mint chip is like solid, you know.
Mint cookies and
I have
cream
big-
also.
I have mint cookies and cream is also killer, and like I prefer that. But I've become a I was when I was a kid, birthday cake was my shit, and I'm slowly starting to get more into that.
Really?
I'm coming back into the birthday cake flavor. I really like that. I like the texture of it, and like it's got like this. It's thick,
Really?
you know,
Okay.
in a way that like mint, like a lot of other flavors aren't.
I'll say I'm not a big fan of chocolate ice cream. I don't know what it is.
Chocolate ice cream's dog shit. Fuck
Yeah,
it. Yeah, that's my take. Fuck
like
chocolate ice
chocolate
cream.
ice cream with fudge and like brownie stuff. That's like okay, there's something there, but
yeah,
even
there's
still,
like stuff. Yeah, because that's real chocolate. But like the
Yeah.
actual ice cream, I don't taste a goddamn thing in that.
Yeah,
I want ice cream now. I might get ice cream.
yeah.
Later.
I think I'm gonna get ice cream later too.
Yeah.
Yash asked the Northman.
I
Okay,
am so. Okay,
Yeah.
did you see that poster for
I
Northman?
didn't see the poster, but I heard about a
It
volcano
was hilarious. It's
Really?
awful.
thing. Really?
Why is Marvel is destroying cinema? I've actually, you know what? I've decided it is.
Yeah.
It is destroying cinema
Yeah.
for that exact reason. It's
Just-
it's a horrific poster.
Really?
They
Oh,
literally
no.
gave them an MCU poster with
That's-
like all the heads on top of each. It's fucking terrible.
I don't like that. But okay, for real though, what's your favorite non superhero cape flick?
Wait.
Or I guess
Just
maybe
non-superhero movie.
but the non superhero cape. Oh, maybe they mean non superhero cape flick, as in like.
I
what's
think
your
they just
favorite
mean
movie
any
that isn't-
non-super.
I'll answer both. I'll
non-comic.
answer non comic book
Non-CBM.
and then not or a
Yeah.
comic book movie that is not superhero. I'll answer
Yeah.
both, but go ahead.
In terms of comics that's not superhero.
What's your
I would-
favorite?
In terms of comic that's not superhero, it used to be Kingsman.
Mhm.
I fucking love the first Kingsman. I still really like first Kingsman, but the Kingsman has ruined that for me
Yeah,
in a way that really upsets me
yeah.
because it put a lot of the politics into perspective, and I don't like it as much anymore. But
I don't
the
want to
movie's
watch
still
it,
fun.
but I might.
It's the first one is really great. I actually enjoy it very much. You know, it's like it's very well directed and shit. Just Matthew Vaughn has weird politics, and it started to seep through by when he made a spy movie.
Yeah.
But and then other than that, I'd be like Scott Pilgrim, which like I don't know when that became problematic to like that movie. That movie's fucking fantastic, and it's weird to me that that's become like a red flag for people.
Yeah,
because the movie's killer. And then in terms of non-CBM, Knives Out is what sticks out to me.
Yeah.
Because it's like that was one of those things that's like it was one of those movies that like made me want to make movies in a way.
Yeah.
You know, it made me want to like actually make things. Just like listen to the commentaries and stuff. I just adore that movie. It's something that I can watch. It's a comfort movie for me. And then Spider-Man: No Way Home, of course.
Yeah, the best movie ever made.
Have you watched Knives Out? You haven't watched Knives Out.
I've watched Knives. I love
Yeah?
Knives
Okay.
Out. I'm
I
so
don't
excited.
know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what you've seen.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
consistently change your opinion.
This is true.
You should watch
used to hate
Halloween
the
tonight.
Batman.
Actually, no,
No.
Halloween is my favorite movie.
It's just for me.
Yep.
My
Scream.
favorite. It's weird.
Please watch
because
Scream.
I will watch Scream.
Go fuck yourself. Watch Scream.
I'll do it by the time. I'll do it before I
Scream
start.
6 comes out. Oh.
I'll do it before I start filming the thing that I'm going to film.
I don't believe you, but okay.
My favorite non-superhero cape flick. I mean, so it was Mission Impossible Fallout, always like my favorite movie of all time, always, all the time, and like it is, and it's all my top 10 movies are like comfort movies, right? Because that's the only thing I value is rewatchability and comfort. I think Before Sunrise is slowly just becoming my favorite movie.
I need to watch them.
You will enjoy them.
Okay.
Talk to Brian about them at one point too, because I think
Are you gonna go see the Everything Everywhere all at once?
I want to. Not
I'm
just
dying
because
to
of
go
the
see that
Bailey
now.
tweet, but I want to
No,
see
the Bailey
it.
tweet. The
That
Bailey
was
tweet's
funny.
what sold me on it. Like, fuck,
Yeah.
I need to watch that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks
I'm
interesting because I saw the
I'm just so
trailer.
upset. It's only playing in like 2 theaters around me,
I
which
saw
is
the
really
trailer
weird.
and then I saw Bailey's tweet and I'm like, this is the movie? Oh, okay.
I'm so annoyed by that though. Not by anything with the movie.
Yeah.
The way that certain media outlets are marketing it
Yeah.
make me want to fucking vomit.
The multiversal movie.
They are saying I saw an article that said this movie's perfect for Marvel fans because it's an action movie with the multiverse. And I know for a fact this will be nothing like a Marvel movie. And it makes me want to gouge my eyes out that I read that in an official it was a pretty, I think it was like Forbes or some shit.
Oh no.
It was like a big media outlet. It was a big publisher. And it's like, why the fuck would you say that sentence? It made me want to die.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, if you're a Marvel fan, don't watch that movie. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Stay out of the theaters. Stay out of the theaters because I don't trust you.
Go watch the Batman in 3 weeks.
Yeah, yeah. I can't believe that they're saying to go watch the movie again. They're really trying to get $1 billion.
I saw that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because the movies you really like also got $1 billion. Am I right?
I told my mom, I was like, let me go watch the Batman again, and she was like, no, you want to keep giving the company money, and I'm like, when have you been anti-capitalist? What the fuck?
Mom's based? What?
When it was like, I just want to watch the movie, but it's coming soon to HBO Max. I'm just waiting for that to happen, and then I'll put that and I'll save it, and then I'll replay it till the fucking sun comes to Earth and swallows us whole.
It's literally going to be on 24/7 for me.
Yeah, it's just second monitor shit,
Now ice cream is on my mind.
Do we want to answer like a quick few questions that are Batman spoilers or no? Because I saw one that was like, I kind of want to talk about it.
Sure. So we'll talk about it. But I really wanted ice cream, but yeah, sure. Fine.
I want ice cream too. Give me like 5 minutes to talk about this.
I have health problems. I need ice cream now. I'm a baby. I'm a child at heart.
Okay.
All right.
That's your health.
I'm literally a 6-year-old.
Okay.
I'm a 6-year-old in the body of a 23-year-old, and like whenever I want something, I need it.
We have a podcast called Fanboy Talk where we talk about cape shit and sometimes actual good movies all day. I'm also a 6-year-old.
Imagine if you told your 6-year-old, if like I told my 6-year-old self, like, hey, I make YouTube videos about superheroes, they would probably be like, that's the lamest fucking thing in the world.
Like, what the fuck am I gonna say when I have kids? Like, oh, I had a YouTube channel where I made videos on Batman, and
they'll be like, what's YouTube?
Yeah, that's true. I only know the metaverse.
I put on my Quest the other day to because I wanted to try because my new computer can handle some new stuff now, and I wanted to see if it could handle VR. I put it on, and apparently it updated. They changed the logo, and it made me want to scream. The startup logo was the Meta logo, and it made me so unreasonably upset.
I want the new Meta logo to be that, but then it's like Mark Zuckerberg's little Meta profile thing on the side at the same time. But he's looking straight
Oculus was such a good name.
Yeah.
Why did they ruin it? What was the fucking? They can't own a trademark on the idea of the metaverse. It's not theirs.
They own it now.
It would be like if Google named their company Internet.
VR
you can't.
I mean, they did name their company Alphabet. They do.
This is true, but they're not pretending to own the alphabet.
This is true. Okay, Batman spoilers now.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Go watch the Batman.
You've watched the Batman. And then watch my video on the Batman.
It's good. Yeah, go do it.
Thank you. It's not that great, but it's doing pretty good.
It's very good.
It's doing better than it was last night. Now it's number 2.
To quote Brian yesterday,
it's doing half of Spider-Man. That's all I'm saying. Spider-Man video was at 50K at this point. We're only 25K.
Because that's Spider-Man, and there's 3 of them.
But this is Batman. DC's obsessed with this guy.
Yeah,
you think he'd be the moneymaker?
Yeah. All right. Cringe, also known as Captain Communism.
King.
Okay. With a Drip Defoe profile picture. I just wanted to add that in. Opinions on Barry Keogh something Joker.
I don't have any other opinions on Joker. I have an opinion on his fucking name. Yeah. What is his name? What is it? I have been told by many people.
Yeah.
Many people. It's Keegan. So many, Barry Keegan Michael Key. That's his full name.
Yeah.
But then I saw another interview that called him Keowen, and I was like, fuck.
Keowen sounds right. I don't know what it is about it.
But that doesn't sound Irish to me. That sounds French.
That's true.
Keowen sounds French to me.
Yeah.
I don't even fucking know anymore. I give up. I like. I'm just gonna call him Mr. Barry. I'm gonna call him Barry J. Barry B. Barry K.
Barry Joker.
Barry Allen.
No.
Barry Allen. I'm the funniest man alive.
Barry Druid from Eternals. I know his name is Druid. I'm sorry. Barry Eternals.
I can't believe you remembered their characters.
I don't, because they showed the character poster so many times, so now I remember some of the names.
Mhm.
Okay, but opinions on him. I said on Twitter I didn't have any controversial thoughts other than good scene, good it's not in the movie.
Yeah, good. It's a great deleted scene. That's
Yeah.
all I think. It's like a perfect deleted scene.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It should. Thank God it wasn't in the movie because I would have killed the pacing. It would have like ruined. It would have broken the movie.
Yeah.
But and like a little weird that it made it that far into production. But I think it made it that far into production because it's a good scene.
It's a 5-minute scene that I don't know how they would have. They could have cut it down if they wanted to. If they wanted to, there might have been. But also, it is kind of the one thing I kind of liked about that scene that I don't see from other things. It feels like this Batman and Joker like know each other, you know, and it's because it's like a year anniversary. You said, right? Yeah, I like that. I like it that it's like
we're just jumping to it. We don't need to see them meet. You know,
it's like not that it's like they're friends because they're not friends, but there's a little bit of that. You know,
kind of. I like the way Barry. I'm gonna call him Barry.
Yeah,
I liked the way that Barry talked to him.
Yeah,
it wasn't like a hello Batman. It wasn't like a Batman. It wasn't like I'm gonna give you a reach around.
Yeah,
it was just like. Have you seen this file? Have you fucking seen this guy? This guy is you. Yeah. It's like he's like talking to him like a regular person.
It's like they're just having beers like on a Saturday night.
It's like have you in like it like obviously Batman doesn't like him.
Yeah.
You know.
But he's playing
like,
his game a little bit to get him to like talk.
Yeah.
I guess.
Like I like that relationship like a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot more and like he's really fucked up.
Yeah.
Like I think he might be a little too fucked up. I don't know
I
what
don't
his
like that he looks like
is.
the Joker from Gotham. I want him to have a fuller head of hair. Maybe that's baldest.
I swear to God, when I saw the movie, I thought it was Cameron Monaghan at first.
Yeah, because it kind of has that.
Maybe no. Barry's gonna do a good job. I really like Cameron Monaghan.
Yeah, he's great. I want him back in something as like at least a voice role for the Joker.
I want him in as this Star Wars character in a movie.
Yeah.
Why are we getting him? He should have been in the fucking Mandalorian. Fuck Luke Skywalker.
I think he's gonna show up in Obi-Wan. Maybe I don't know.
That'd be really. Oh no, he's.
Right?
Maybe. Well, I'm trying to think of the timeline. I don't think so.
It's between New Hope and the last one, so
it depends on where though. Yeah, that's a really big jump. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
I think I don't know, but maybe that'd be fun.
But yeah,
I love Cal Kestis, man.
Yeah, but yeah, it's
that scene was fun. It's a nice scene.
Yeah,
I liked it. People are saying that like Joker's too edgy. Like, do you think that?
They're all so edgy. It's fine. I don't care.
He felt like aside from the look. Which like you could say
I'm
like
not on board with the look. I'm not 100% on board with
I think there's Matt has said that this Joker was born like this.
But I don't think he was born with all of it.
He said he was born I think he was born with the smile. Yeah. With his mouth looking like that, and then he fell into the chemicals and got burned.
For anyone who has watched this movie, there is a movie in India called I, in which the whole MacGuffin of the movie is this virus that like deteriorates your skin completely until you look like a complete fucking monster. That's what he looks like.
Yeah.
And I don't think it should go that far. I don't think it needs to be like Nicholson clean. I don't think it needs to copy Heath Ledger, where it's a mix of both. I think not to copy the Joker movie, but like a little bit more grimier than the Joker movie.
He was just a clown. He was just a guy in shitty clown makeup, right? I think what they really need to do is they need to put damage on his forehead. Yeah, that would fully fix the design.
This is true. This is very.
And
true.
it's. I think there is something. It was the idea that he was born with a birth defect, and the way that people treated him is what kind of drove him to this.
Yeah,
I really like that.
I think like the idea that he was like beat up, maybe.
Yeah,
and like that did something to him, and then he like as he was smiling, so then
like and like I mean, because there was like brain trauma to the head earlier in his life. That's a really interesting way to go, and like you can go into the systemic and society issues that like these movies clearly want to do.
Yeah,
I think maybe with the scarring, I think they went a little far.
Yeah,
it's really impressive prosthetics though. Yeah, that makeup is incredible.
It's like Penguin level prosthetics, but therein lies my problem, where I'm like, you don't need to change him completely. Yeah. I want to still see him as the Joker.
I think once because this is again also proto Joker.
Yeah.
So maybe he said it's been a year.
It's been a year. It's a year.
So let's assume it's been a year since he fell into the chemicals.
That's
maybe
fair.
His scars just need to heal a little bit.
You know what? I'm fine.
Maybe
Fine with
he's
that,
maybe he's still not like, because again he's not because Matt has said he's not fully Joker yet.
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe that's kind of how they're going to explain it. Once his scars heal, the scar tissue is like white, basically, or it's paler or something.
Or like the tissue that grows over it is white, I guess.
Yeah, or something like that. And so like in 2 years now, he'll look less, and he'll still have the mouth and stuff. He'll still be deformed and everything, but it won't be as like outlandishly
fungal.
like,
It won't be as fungal.
like,
That's what I describe his look as fungal.
Yeah, I think you said fuckable, and I was like, okay, this is an interesting take.
Harley Quinn certainly
I'm
agrees.
seeing people think he's hot, and I'm like, oh boy,
yeah.
Oh boy.
For once, I agree with Soups. Harley Quinn in this, maybe. Yeah.
I do think I saw a take that is interesting to me, and I think they need to explore this in a movie because it's I this isn't judging anybody that says he's ugly or anything.
Yeah.
It is interesting that the one that is supposedly born with the birth defect is the one that everybody's saying, oh, this Joker's so ugly and gross.
Yeah.
I think they could have explained that in the scene to make us empathize with him a little bit, so people didn't. Yeah,
but it's just something that like Matt's
it is a little bit like, I feel kind of uncomfortable being like, oh, he's so hideous.
Yeah.
I know he's fictional and shit, and like intentionally he looks.
He's
that
also
way.
A mass murderer, so
that's we don't know that yet. We don't know what he's done.
Oh, yeah, we don't.
Maybe he just robbed banks.
Yeah,
maybe this is the clown prince of crime.
Wayne. Maybe he robbed Bruce Wayne.
Maybe he's anti-billionaire king, just like the Riddler is.
Yeah, you're right.
All the villains are just me now.
But
no, I like that scene. I like what they're doing with him. I said in the video, I don't think he should be the main villain of anything though.
Yeah.
I think just leave him as like side character that's kind of fucked up and scary, and leave it at that. I don't think he's better than Ledger, but Ledger was doing something interesting. Ledger was doing something totally different,
Yep.
Ledger, Bailey said it really well. Bailey was like, Ledger was really good at mimicking the feeling of somebody laughing at you.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really good way to put it. And I'm interested. It's like, it's hard to judge a whole performance based on this, but I like the dynamic. I like the way he talks. I like his laugh,
I see why. Not that I want Joker as a main villain in something.
No.
But if they do it, I won't be as mad anymore.
Yeah. Because also we haven't because the Snyder Cut doesn't fucking count. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That scene in the Snyder Cut is the worst part of the Snyder Cut aside from the hot dogs.
Yeah.
Just getting the hot dogs is the best part.
His outfit looks the best, and that's it. Like compared to him in the rest of the movies, I will say.
I guess. I don't know.
It's such a low bar that I'm giving this.
It's a very low bar. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. So it's like we haven't really had a true Batman Joker like dynamic.
Yeah.
But we also have the Arkham games. We have the Arkham games really hammer that home.
Yep.
We have Titans hammered at home. Like the comics are hammering Joker home. Everything is hammering Joker down our throats.
Yep. To
the point where I'm just like, we don't need him.
Yeah.
The character, like Joker wasn't in the comics for like 5 years. Like between Death of the Family and Endgame. Not Endgame. Batman Endgame. Yeah. There was no Joker.
Yeah.
In New 52. I think that wasn't 5 years. It was like 2 or 3 years.
Is he the character that's come back the most after death? I want to say so, right?
I don't fucking know. Who's to say?
Yeah.
Jason Todd. Who knows?
Yeah. Maybe.
But like, if I don't think they'll do him as a main villain.
Yeah. I see him still working as like a side thing, and then like maybe it's one of those things where it's that still kind of copies Arkham, but if they ever do like something with Hugo Strange, and then like Joker kills Hugo Strange, and then Batman locks Joker up, like that kind of thing.
Something like that.
But
I don't know. I want to see. I mean, I talked all about the movie already in the video. I don't have anything else to say.
Yeah. But yeah,
now we got to get into making another fucking Spider-Man video.
Good job. You really set yourself up for that one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I should have just done the whole trilogy in one video, honestly.
I mean, I remember some of the pitch you gave me. I feel like it's good. So.
No, I'm interested. I'm excited to do this,
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't have anything else happening. There's some other questions. We can get to them next week too.
Yeah, I'm tired. I'm out of water. My throat hurts.
I want to go get groceries. I'm gonna go buy ice
cream.
You
should go get groceries. Yeah, it's late. Are you gonna be okay to get groceries?
Yeah, it's like 2 minutes away. It's not that hard.
Okay, all right.
I live on like college campus, or like
okay, that's right. I keep forgetting. You're a fucking
baby who's going to graduate.
Who's never seen SpongeBob?
I'm not going to defend myself. It's not even worth.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us on Fanboy Talk. This has been Troy with 17. I have Batman 2 pre-write out. And then I got some other fun stuff actually coming pretty soon. That's not just going to be,
Yeah.
So we're going to do a Morbius spoiler talk next week.
No. Do you want to?
Fuck you. Yes, I do. Yes, I very much do. Go fuck yourself.
I'll try to watch it.
Fine, I'll do it with Brian. Yeah, you'll be fired. You're off this episode. It's just me and Brian. We're talking Morbius.
Because Brian really wants to talk Morbius.
Yeah, I'll bring on Josh from Panels to Pixels so we can do it.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I will watch it. I think I'll try to.
No, you won't. You're a liar.
I'll try.
You only watch MCU movies. We know this.
This is an MCU movie technically now, so I have to watch it, right? I don't know.
All right, bye everybody.
Leave.
All right, see everybody. See you next time.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Oh wait, do you have anything to pitch?
Oh,
no, you don't.
No, I don't.
Fuck Young Justice video coming soon.
Yeah, thank you. You said it for me. Get the fuck out of here.
See you, everybody. Bye. All right.
That was great.
No, it's still recording. Fuck.